Shorty looking mad fly. Had me captivated when she walked by. I'm serious, she had me feeling this tingle, son. Stimulated conversation after mingling. Honey was jingling and stretched jeans looking clean. Appearance would enhance any scene, I mean. Feel me? Really? I know it sounds silly, but looking at her was like puffing on a fat fillet. Relaxing, she had this natural attraction. She started laughing when she saw my reaction. Oh my. Passed the name and number to the cell. Asked for mine, I said it's Otis, last name is Bell. Also known as the O, the B, the 3, the A, the S, the T. It's me, obese, and you get high. Then I'm your guy.
If I got the high, you got the draw, you can make this track go. And if I got the high, you got the draw, you can make this track go. If I got the high, you got control, you can make this track go. If I got the high, you got control, you can make this track go.
Slow burn. Say what you want, just because I can stand the pain. Take a ride on the great airlines, I promise you'll be glad you came. The fire in your eyes make wetness between your thighs. You say you never blow, I eliminate your disguise. Underneath your green exterior, I gaze. Exploration of your brain leaves me in a purple haze. I see consent as my morals continue living. I just like to engage in a little oral tradition. So pardon my unorthodox approach to blazing luscious. That's just the way I roll. Lick the split before I stuff it. You like it hot, I got enough smoke to choke the average stroke. But tonight I'm trying to go a little deeper. Loving the feel of your lips, taking drags off this gas, just puff and never pass. I'm your high value reaper.
I got the high, you got the draw, you can make this track go. If I got the high, you got the draw, you can make this track go. If I got the high, you got the draw, you can make this track go. If I got the high, you got the draw, you can make this track go.
I'm chilling in my room on this night. I got something tied up in the shower, am I right? A friend in the negligee smiling and she rolling up. Every once in a while looking up, saying, girl, hurry up. She placed her gaze back up on and took a deep sigh and said, I'm so home. You want a drink? I said, yeah. And while she walking to the table, she asked him what I think. I like the way your lips poke, I like she pout. And that ass got my little man shouting. She kinda giggled, oh, you like what you see? Before I can answer, I heard, hey, what about me? I turn around, she got a pose with no clothes, with a leg up on the chair, with her hands on his pose. She said, don't speak, just lay back on the bed. Said something about double heat. Yeah, you heard what she said.
If I got the high, you got the draw, you can make this track go. If I got the high, you got the draw, you can make this track go. If I got the high, you got the draw, you can make this track go. If I got the high, you got the draw, you can make this track go.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Well, can you hear me? Hey, 1 2 1 2. Let me see. Can we got a mic around here playing? Can't hear nothing. All right, all right. Welcome back to another episode of MZ Talks Boxing. I'm your host, MZ. We're gonna talk about it. Well, I guess I'll start off with Will. Oleksandr Usyk. Team Usyk is we were calling it last week, facing the big snowman, Tyson Fury. Let me start off by saying one, it was a very enjoyable fight. It was a good fight. I give it to both men. You know, Tyson Fury showed resilience by trying to stay on his feet. I believe the 9th round where he ran into a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. But we'll dive deeper into that as the family starts to fall in. But I just want to say, after the loss, for Fury that is, first excuse to come out, I really was flabbergasted when I heard the man say that he felt like Usyk was given the win because his country was at war. Remember, we're gonna let that slide and see what you guys think about it. Looking into the chat, I see my brother Eric R has filled into the building. What's going on, my brother? Gonna go ahead and get it going. As usual, you know, I like to sit back and make sure the family has slid in and everybody is set, got their popcorn, their drinks, they smoke, whatever it is they're gonna do. Go ahead and get their relax in so we can chill. The big snowman took a fall, took a loss. The man who said no man born of his mother could beat him. The same man that had many boxing fans and some experts claiming that he was unbeatable. Claim that champions of the past could do nothing with this man. People like Ronnie Lau, Ken Norton, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, Larry Holmes. These are some of the names that were thrown out that were just too small for Tyson Fury to take care of. And I just want to let you guys know that Ali and Usyk was about the same size, same dimensions, and Fury lost to a smaller guy. But, what can I say about that? It is what it is. Oh, socially scientific is in the house with the big laugh. The snowman lost, in my opinion. And he didn't say snowman, he said snowman. The snowman got caught up in a heat wave and felt it. And it showed. And tonight is a night that plates of crow should be lined up. Crow kebabs, baked crow, boiled crow, shrimp kebab, crow pudding, crow chowder. We got it however you want it. Y'all come on in, those of you who deserve crow, who earned a nice big helping. Y'all come on in, and as you come in, hold your hand up so we can get it over there to your table. Go ahead. And for those of you who have a chance to come on in and say your bit about this, how can I put it? This classic ass whooping. And believe me, to me, it was a classical ass whooping. We actually saw the skill differential between the snowman and, as he liked to call Usyk, the rabbit. Last time I heard somebody calling someone a rabbit was Ali talking about what's the champ's name who was the first champ to win the belt back to back? Ali went on and unhinged him off of that belt. Unhinged him off of that title. Can't remember that champ's name right now, but I'm sure it'll come to me before it's all over with. You know, the one with the gazelle punch. I just can't think of his name right now. But anyway, Usyk and Fury's fight, classical fight. I mean, classic ass whooping. Usyk with the beautiful setups. Oh my gosh, you're not kidding with that. The man, to me, he was figuring out what he needed to do with Fury. But I like the fact that he started the fight bringing pressure right out the gate. The foot feints and the head feints that he kept using, steadily getting closer to Fury, probing with the jab. Even though Fury tried to keep the arm out and keep him at bay, he did the smart thing and he shot up under, went to the body. Had the big man taking steps back. Now, I know a lot of the people got ooey or eye, or thought Fury was doing something when Fury caught Usyk with the uppercut and a good right hand. To me, it looked like Usyk took him quite well, ate him, and then realized this dude ain't doing nothing but throwing snowballs. Literally. He throwing snowballs. He not hitting hard. That's what I saw. Usyk was also able to keep Fury from draping over him over and over again, which he used against Wilder. It zapped Wilder's power. Usyk being a lot stronger than what I believe people gave him credit for, and showed that Fury can catch everything. Say, my brother Trex is in the house. Welcome, bro. Welcome. I see them all starting to fall in slowly but surely. We got it going on. We're gonna go ahead and talk about the snowman getting chipped away, melted down. However you want to look at it. I'd say the invincibility cloak that's been over him is now gone. He took that ass whooping. He gave a good account of himself. I feel like he really showed some resiliency by trying to stay up on his feet when taking that clubbing in the 9th round against our boy Usyk. All I can say is this was one fight that when it was over, I sat back and I felt a sense of calm, a sense of satisfaction, a sense of Yeah, that boy got his ass tore off the frame, in my opinion. Exactly. Socially scientific say true chess player. Fury ain't got the minerals. I feel you, bro. Treg say I don't give a piss about nothing but scale from now on. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Cause that was a bona fide. They went out there and I was so proud of the way Usyk went out there and counteracted. And I do mean he counteracted Fury's tactics. That's the best way I can put it. Yeah, he fell up under the grapple one time where Usyk Fury got to lean on him, but he quickly corrected that and he didn't let it keep happening. He also, once he ate that uppercut, that hook, and took a couple of those good body blows, those are things that I seen Fury do. But I also seen Usyk step back, correct that, tighten up his defense, and keep stepping forward. He got on his bicycle for a hot second. And I do mean a hot second, just to go ahead and reconfigure what he was trying to do. Then he got right back to it. And he started working and slipping, blocking, kept constantly moving. And that's what I was so interested to find out how Usyk would deal with the different tactics that Fury would try. Yes, I did see Fury try to hold the head, do the uppercut. I seen that move happen in the fight. I also seen that move get blocked in the fight. I seen Fury reach out and try to grab old Us, and Us tightened up some kind of way. It was just he tightened up with Fury, hands just slid off of him and gave him a good push and got his ass out there and still let what's his name? Let Usyk show him, hey, you ain't gonna be doing all that tonight. You can forget about it. Forget about it. Fury must have used up all of his earth-shattering power in the in the Wilder trilogy. I don't know, Eric, if it was earth-shattering power, but apparently he came in there without it. He said, with that said, Fury still beat himself. This is coming from my brother. The Fury in the Wilder rematches would have won. He tried to beat Usyk at his own game. They get another chance, I believe, coming up down the road in what, October? Is that when the rematch is supposedly set to take place? Now that I've seen Usyk do what he did in that fight, I would say it was a chance for them to learn each other. I'm going to ride with Usyk again when they fight again because I think Usyk could be prepared. I think Usyk could be prepared even more so than this. Yes, Tyson should have came out in a different style. Beating Usyk boxing is not what he's going to do. He's going to have to come out there and, I guess, go to the old Tyson Fury. All the tactics going to have to come out. But in my opinion, I don't think it's going to work. I think unless Usyk gets old or before they get back to the ring, unless he gets old before he get back to the ring, I think he just outsmarted Tyson. He was able to he just outworked the man. He came out, I know they said Tyson was winning for a little while, but what I saw was not really convincingly winning to me. His little antics, throwing his hands up, wiggling his tongue, put his hands behind his back and all that stupid stuff that he was doing. He should have went on to handle his business and fought. I don't feel nothing for him. I'm glad he went out there and got his ass taught. Eric also said, I thought Usyk was in trouble the first half of the fight. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people did too. I was sitting down with my brother watching the fight. And my brother even gave some words, of disencouragement that he thought was going on because he thought that Usyk wasn't punching hard enough. He thought Usyk just wasn't going to get it done. And I was like, bro, Usyk can fight. Usyk's stronger than what he's showing. I said, maybe he hit harder and it just don't look like he's hitting hard. And like on point on cue, Usyk looked like he started swinging a little bit harder. Once we got past a certain point in the fight, it looked like he went on and stepped up and said, it's nothing really that Tyson's going to be able to do with me at all. Socially Scientific said that power don't mean ish when you can't land. Usyk too smart. He was slipping. He was dodging. He was ducking. He was rocking side to side, fainting in and out. But he kept bringing pressure. He stayed true to his word when he said, I will not leave you alone. And he did that. The only time I saw a break of him leaving Fury alone is when he took a couple of good sweeping body shots to the body and a couple of shots to the head that he got caught slipping on. He got on his bike smartly, rode around for a little bit, cleared the cobwebs, let the pain subside, and went back to work. Bro said, Trey X said, Fury came in at 262 and fought on the outside. Emergency mode Fury is a different story. I feel you, bro. I feel you. And will emergency Fury be showing up? Fury also could have stayed focused without all the showboating. One man came to fight, the other man came to entertain. I can agree with you with that. Fury did come in that showboating was way dumb, super dumb. This wasn't no Deontay Wilder where you can get away with that. This was a guy who's been boxing, who eats, sleep, and drink boxing. Is my brother JB said, aka Joseph Brown, the Honorable Judge Joe Brown. He mentioned last week that Usyk was a guy who lived boxing, eat boxing, trained hard, didn't cheat the sport, riding the rules like they're supposed to be. And I guess you can't even argue with it. You have to say this is exactly what it was. This is what happened. This is what happened, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happened. I thought that Usyk had broke Fury's nose. You know, I asked the question to the brothers in the Discord. I was even asking my brother sitting there with me while we were watching the fight when Usyk shot the first I'll say imposing punch to like let you know, hey, it's gonna really be on. When he caught Fury in the nose and they went back to the corner, Fury kept reaching at his face. I really thought it was broke. I thought this stuff was broke, man, for real. And the elation that just rose up in me, I was like, oh, did he break his nose? Did he break his nose? I guess maybe not, but it is what it is. I'm starting to hear excuses about people trying to say that Usyk cheated, something about an inhaler. I don't want to hear none of that shit, because when things were askew with Fury, it was all right. Nothing was said. The big man went out there and got whooped by a great little man. I have to give Usyk his flowers. Let me just go ahead and say this. Usyk has done what the great Evander Holyfield done. Became undisputed at cruiserweight, and then stepped up to heavyweight. And dare I say, became undisputed at heavyweight. It's a shame that they stripped him instantly after the damn fight, IBF. I'm not understanding that. What was lined up that's so important that he had to lose his belt right then? Our boy Cinnamon Alvarez could jump different weight classes, fight different people, miss mandatories, and still get to keep all his belts with no problem. No problem at all. But here Usyk becomes not just an undisputed champion, but he becomes undisputed champion at the division that's supposed to make boxing go, where the heavyweights roam, the giants of boxing. This man went in at 6'3", 23 pounds or something like that, and stood against the Bohemian Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? I'm just so moved by, all I can do is say this whole week I've been waiting to say Fury got his ass whooped, and it ain't nothing nobody can say about it. It ain't. Only flaw in the fight that I seen was the referee should have let his big ass hit the floor when he was getting rocked all around. And I give him his credit for being able to stand on his feet as long as he did, even with the lick that caused him to do the little skip to the Lou move when he fell up against the ropes. Did y'all see how that boy legs came off the ground when Usyk caught him? Woo! That's all. That's all I can say. Eric also said, MZ, don't forget to tell Earl to pay his bill. Man, that's almost, I guess, gonna be like talking to a brick wall. And I'm starting. I got word that Coach Derrick James has lost another fighter in Charlo, but how you can say that he lost the fight? We don't even know what the hell Charlo is. Either one of them, really. So I wouldn't take that as a big knock. Maybe Derrick is getting ready to go ahead and close up. He only got 2 fighters that I can think of right off the top of the dome that he's training, and that would be Frank Martin and Ryan Crazy Man Garcia. Gil Cole's in the house. Cole, as soon as you get a chance to get yourself comfortable, man, go ahead and hold up that flag at your table. We get the waiter or the waitress over there as soon as possible to get your drink order and your style of crow, sir, the way you would like it. You know, we'll make sure you get that, because I do believe that you was on Team Fury. We'll send you a dessert plate too, with the snowman's regards from the snowman to you. How about that? Gil Cole say, I had Fury winning the fight until the 9th round, about 6-2. Really not? You had Fury up 6-2? That means he was winning 4 rounds. Okay, I'll give you that. Then he lost. Whenever Fury stepped to Usyk, he had success. He had no troubles finding his shots. It definitely wasn't a flawless victory. No, I wouldn't say flawless victory, but the way Usyk kept staying on point, and I felt like he made some adjustments, because I seen Fury when he stepped to him and he did land some punches, but I also seen Usyk tighten up his defensive paralysis, his offense. He tightened up. It's like as the pressure went on, he got better. This is what I saw. I saw him fending off punches. I saw him starting to bring those elbows in a little more to protect that body when needed. I saw him fend off Fury grabbing him, trying to grab the head and throw the uppercut. I saw him block that. You know, I did see this. Not flawless victory, because, you know, Fury had some success. Like you said, he did get some successful shots. But what I drew off of that was that Usyk learned quick, and you saw him go ahead and conform and make things a little more difficult for Fury. Fury wasn't able to get those easy to the body shots that he was getting earlier in the fight. He wasn't landing that right hand as simply as he was the first time. That uppercut had became a little void throughout the fight, which to me just showed Usyk's skill level opposed to Fury's. I went with the skill, bro. I went with the skill. And when the word bona fide popped out, that just made me just lock down even more. Yeah, I asked a lot of questions of how it would be done, because I was curious of what would it take to stop the snowman. Some would say that the snowman helped stop himself. Okay. But Usyk took advantage of that and used it to his advantage and came out with a victory that I don't think many people saw. I don't think many people saw that victory was going to come. High hats and salutes to those that did. And when they fight again, I'm hoping to see the same thing. My boy Gil Cole say, let me get some some snowman crow, hold the snow. If that's what we need to do, player. But don't be coy. Go ahead. You know, we got a giant smorgasbord, all kind of stuff. You know, just order it. We're gonna just keep it coming. You know what I'm saying? We even got crow spears for you. Like you name it, we got it. All I can say is, let me ask a question. This has nothing to do with Fury and Usyk, but the brothers, the new set of brothers, I think they the Mason brothers. Let me make sure so I can say the name right, because I don't want to screw that up. Abdullah, yeah, the Mason boys. Can all the brothers, and I have to ask because I'm just getting hip to the brothers, but are all those brothers as good as Abdullah? Because if so, and they keep things rolling, it's gonna be some fireworks coming real soon. Because those mates, that Abdullah boy, in some footage I saw him in, boy, he was just laying hammers in his shots. Oh my gosh, his shots are thudding. I mean, it sounded like every punch that he landed was thunderous. At the end of the day, the scale is what matters. I picked two big upsets this past weekend: Brian Norman Jr. over Giovanni Santillan, and Dennis Brenacek over Navarrete. It's documented on Champ Ross. Hey, bro, I ain't taking nothing from none of that. I am not taking nothing from your skills on picking fights and everything like that, because like I said, when it comes to me picking a bet, I always call to the Oracle and get my information. Yes, I do. So, nah, I ain't shooting no slugs or nothing like that. I know how the scale works. I learned my lesson a long time ago about going against the scale. You want to go out there and get your ass whooped, then go ahead. I told you about the scale, and you want to go ahead and do what you want to do. Those words ring loud in my memory to this day. Till this day, as Wilder would say. And I seen him on a video where he was saying that his aggression is back and he's ready. We got June 1st. They fight on the 1st of June. It's right around the corner, actually. The 5-on-5 is about to break out. Another exciting weekend that I'm looking forward to. I think I'm going to be off that week, too. I'm going to try to be, so I can just enjoy the whole day of festivities and make sure I catch all the fights. But I'm excited to see what's going to happen with that. But right now, all I got to do is talk about the melting of the snowman, whether he helped himself lose or he just lost. And I give you that he helped himself lose, because the tactics are coming in to try to outbox a guy that or maybe he thought he could outbox Usyk. Maybe he thought he could outbox Usyk. I don't know. He came in light and fit. I will give it to him. I'm not, Fury ain't the most athletic, awesome looking frame that you ever seen. But I can say that it looked like he took it seriously. He lost a lot of weight. He came in, 262, which is the smallest that I can remember him coming into the ring, which is a testament that he can do it. You know what I'm saying? It's a testament that he can do it. But for the most part, Joseph Brown, my brother, what's up, JB in the house? Salute to you, man. What's going on? I know you got some words to say about the snowman getting chopped up, turned into snowman ice cream, getting melted down a little bit. Now he look like one of those little ornaments that you hang up. He don't quite look like the big 6'9" snowman out in front of the yard with just scaring folks, scaring the children. Nah, it don't seem like that at all. You know what I'm saying? It was a hell of a fight. I enjoyed every aspect of it. Both of the gas tanks seemed to run quite well. Fury, for the most part, was able to move throughout the whole fight. He didn't seem like he got tired. I mean, both guys, came in shape and to my opinion, ready to go, in my opinion. And we got a good fight. But something burned into my memory that I will not forget in a long time is watching Fury take those lefts. And when he reached out trying to grab old Usyk, when he was trying to, let me just slow down a little bit, take a deep breath. The punch that landed that had him fall back to the ropes, and he kind of bounced off the ropes, and that camera shined in his face, and you could see he was kind of like messed up, and he bounced right back into Usyk's awaiting fist. Beautiful. Let me say it again. It was sexy, hot, smoking, smoldering. Had me just excited from the top of my head, the crown of my head, to the soles of my feet. Dare I say. That's how excited I was about the fight. I'm telling you guys, when that fight was over, I felt vindicated. Yes, I did. I'll say it. I don't care how nobody feel about it. People gonna come and listen and say, "Oh, MZ just riding Usyk." Like, well, why not? When Fury got his wins in, did not people ride him? Did not people say that he was the best heavyweight in history? This is what they said. This is what they put on his back. He could beat Ali. He could beat George Foreman. He could beat Lennox Lewis, Rocky Marciano, Joe Frazier, Ken Norton. What's the other guy? Ken Norton. It's another guy. The elevator match with George Foreman. I can't remember the other guy's name right now. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I do believe y'all know what I'm talking about. The man was handling his business. And I think some of those old pros from back in the day, seeing what Usyk did, I think it sheds a light. Excuse me. I think it sheds a light on people that don't really know those older fighters and what was said. Simple as that. I don't think I don't think that I don't think he could beat some of those players. I want to say Ronnie Lau. I think it's Ronnie Lau who I'm trying to say. But I think Foreman could get him. Well, a prime Foreman. I think a prime Lau would get him. I think a prime Ken Norton would get him. Honestly, I think Ali could have beat him. But these are my thoughts. I'm just going against the grain, as so many people had rolled with. I won't even answer. Throw myself in that one. Joseph Brown says, JB, what's going on? He say, showing high IQ got the same look cost Fury and almost got him knocked out. Usyk counter Fury's uppercut with a right left combination that changed the fight. JB, I ain't gonna lie to you. When they were going through it and he caught when Fury caught him with the first uppercut that he didn't see coming, I think he ate that quite well, and he caught that right. I think he ate that well. The two body blows, the sweeping body blows that caught Usyk, I thought those caught him off guard. And to me, those were the two blows, the body blows were the most telling to me, which made Usyk get on his bike for a little while. But like I said, after he got on the bike and let the pain subside, he went right back to work. I think after Fury realized that stepping around and bouncing and all this, he kind of got in trouble. He came out and he tried to insert himself and start stepping to Fury with a little more urgency. But by then, I think Usyk had already gotten himself together and was on point and paying attention to what he needed to pay attention to, it tightened his defense up and was ready. I didn't think, I didn't think it was going to be a knockout, because I know you guys remember me saying, how do you knock him out? How do you knock Fury out? That's one thing that you got to give him. His resiliency of getting knocked out and getting back up is great. Except, you got to also put the asterisk that, sometimes you got a long count. We saw one referee say, I was trying to give him all the chances he can get because you're two champions. You got to get a chance. Whatever with that. What I saw the other night, nobody could have saved Fury. The referee saved him from hitting the floor by giving him the standing 8 count. And, I feel like Usyk was cheated of getting a knockdown. But I guess a standing 8 count is just, I guess that's just as valuable as getting a knockdown. Anyway. They got to give Corey Lee Boxing some credit. He was screaming Usyk is number 1 back in 2018. Well, salute to Corey Lee Boxing for knowing something way back then, what everybody should have known, or what everybody should know now, that Usyk is at this moment right now the best heavyweight that's boxing up until this point. He's knocked down the so-called lineal champ, the ring belt, all the titles that they wanted Fury to have. Usyk has stripped that away. He has taken that from him. He's beat the man that beat the so-called man. He beat the man that beat the Bronze Bomber not once, but twice, and tied with him once. What can you say? Give Usyk his props and let him know what's going on. Let me know what's going on. Am I wrong? Eric R says, I would have loved to see these two champions in the 90s era. Well, like in my opinion, like I said, I think Usyk would have fared Farewell, but that wasn't the point I was getting at. I was getting at the point that so many people actually fell for the false narrative, in my opinion, that Fury would have beat all of the old heavyweights. And to me, that is just so disrespectful. Those guys fought. They didn't pick and choose and cherry pick. They fought. Whatever came in the ring, they didn't play games and all this kind of stuff. All these different tactics the Fury has brought to boxing since being revitalized after going on his coke binge and all that, and fighting Wilder. All that right now is in the wind because this man lost. Like you said, JB, to somebody who didn't cheat the game, who always took care of themselves and did what they needed to do. Gil Cole said Brian Norman surprised me. I thought Santillan was going to be too much for him. He went out there and went to work. He was putting hands on that boy. He was landing some nice, good, solid shots. And when he dropped him, the way he squatted down in front of him, like, that was just classic. Man, it was just some classic stuff going on that night. It was nice. It was nice. He said, Trey X said, it's hard to knock out a 2-and-up if there's no layoffs involved. Going with that, I'm going to just say, Fury, to me, if I had to say I'm really impressed with anything about Fury, I would have to say that his being able to recuperate after getting clubbed by a hard knot and getting dropped and being able to get back up. That's, if I had to give him anything, that would be the thing that I would hang on and say, man, you cold with this, you cold with that. You know what I'm saying? I can't say nothing else about it. But then at the same time, would he have been able to do that against somebody like Ronnie Lau, Ken Norton, George Foreman? Would he been able to take those kind of hammering punches from those older gentlemen back in the day that we knew that they brought the pain? Would he have been able to stand up against them the same way? I don't know. And that would be the only thing that would allure me to really want to see them go at it. But I believe in my heart that some of those old school fighters from back in the day would have tamed Fury a lot sooner than now. Joseph Brown said in a rematch, Fury will make adjustments in the 12th round, and that 12th round could serve him in the rematch. He stopped going straight back after throwing his shots in the 12th. He finally listened to his corner and stepped to Usyk. That's JB. You pretty much saying what little bro Trey X said. The Usyk rematch should be different. Him stepping to Usyk was the better version of Fury in that fight. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I believe that Usyk, as much as you want to say Fury will make adjustments, I don't think Usyk will come in unadjusted himself. I think he'll be ready. I think he'll be looking for an even better version of Fury. I think he'll be I just think he'll be ready. I think he'll be ready to shut Fury down in the next, if they fight again. I know they saying that Fury saying they will fight again, but I'm just sitting back thinking about all the different stuff that he said that at this moment right now it's not aging well at all. And that is, no man born of his mother could beat me. Well, I guess Usyk must have been born out of a test tube or something, because he sure spanked that ass, and he spanked it well. We got Frank Sanchez. Trey X said Frank Sanchez surprised me with how trash he was. Salute to Jit. I ain't gonna even beat up his last name. I picked against him twice and lost both times. But don't feel bad, because I was surprised that old Frank went out there and looked bad too. I was telling big bro and I was telling both my big brothers, hey, Frank could fight, man. Frank got some skills. He's this, he's that. And he went out there and got old on us, bro. He went out there and got old on us, and he got old on us quick and cost us. But we live and we learn, Big bro in the house. Salute, big bro, aka my brother Ernest Davis, better known as Texas Timbo, better known as Manny Draperlin, my maestro. What's going on, bro? Rod X in the house. What's up, people? He say, what's up, family? What's going on? I know you got some good stuff to say about the snowman getting melted down a little bit. It looks like Germany might have a good heavyweight in what's that? KBL. Haven't seen. I don't think I've laid eyes on him yet. But if they got a good one coming, I'm excited. Wait, what that say? Oh, I'm excited to see it happen. I'm excited to see him happen. But nobody has told me yet if the other Mason brothers seem to have skills like Abdullah. From what I've seen that footage with Abdullah laying hands on that young man. I mean, wow. I mean the third in shots was just, oh my gosh. The dude sounded like he was hitting him with, I don't know what it sounded like it was hitting him with, but those licks sounded heavy, man. It was 30. And if all the Mason boys look like that, all I can say is salute to the Mason family, and I'm excited to see what those young men are ready about to unleash in the boxing world. I hope they all got good heads on their shoulders. I hope they got good representation to move them correctly, so we can see some hell of a fights coming out of them. Trey says, make sure I didn't mention that. Trey said, Frank might be close to 50. I set the over and under at 44 and a half. Dang. Well, coming from Cuba, you know, we don't know what the age of the man be, but like I said, he looked like he got old when he was out there. He looked like he got old. What's this? Rod X says, dun, dun, dun. Usyk is a bad mother. I thought Fury was going to win, but I was pleasantly surprised. I'm gonna be honest with you. Through the whole fight, not one time did I waver on thinking that Usyk was gonna win. I was sitting there the whole time saying Usyk gonna win. Usyk gonna win. It's just the way they looked when they first started, and Usyk he kept being in front of Tyson, kept coming at Tyson, kept giving Tyson that pressure. Nah, he ain't no big dude to be giving somebody pressure when you're facing 6'9". But he stayed true to his words, and he did not leave Fury alone. He kept probing with the jab. Even though Fury would extend that arm trying to keep him at bay, he went up under that hole. He started swinging over that mug. And when he got that first lick, when he was able to finally get into reach, oh my goodness, it started happening. It started happening. And he started catching Fury. Fury put on a good mask for a while and kept himself going. But once those licks started landing solidly and catching that chin, we saw a whole different thing going on. A whole different thing. Them Cubans be born at the age of 10. Eric, boy, stop. That man said Cubans come out born they already come out at 10 years old. They had a deficit already. So they got to get going, and they got to get going quick. Joseph Brown said Frank looked soft. Didn't look like he trained hard for this fight. He looked like he was expecting old boy to lay down, and old boy came to win. That can always be a recipe for disaster. Undertraining, overconfident, thinking that you got something in the bag when it's not like that at all. You gotta always train, always be prepared, always be ready. I can't say I expected to see some dirty tactics from Fury. I really did. But let it be known, the few things that he did try, like I was so proud of Usyk. Usyk was able to fend that shit off. He was able to keep Fury at bay. When Fury went to the corner and they started, they was trying to get him. Hey man, you got to come on out here and do something. You got to step it up. You got to come to this man. This man is. It maybe they was like he's still in the fight from you. I didn't think he was still in the fight. I felt like Usyk was in the fight the whole fight. I think they both was in the fight the whole fight. And the championship rounds is what really, getting back to the championship rounds, round 9 and so forth, that really busted open in Usyk's favor. There were some things that happened in the fight that that I sat back and like, damn, that was good. That was some good work from Usyk. I think the only time that I really said that I had to give it to Fury is when Fury got landed those body blows, the uppercut and the hook. After that, I didn't really see anything telling when Fury was throwing on him. I didn't see anything that made Usyk look like he was being hampered by Fury at all. But that's just me. That's what I saw. That this is what broke down in my mind. Excuse me, I got me a Pacifico because I feel like I'm gonna sit back and just enjoy the fact that Fury lost. Yes, I'm enjoying it all the way. Here going crazy as hell. Rolling down. Oh, big bro say, shit, the Pacers played a good game. I ain't seen a game yet. Just tripping with myself. Let me see. Usyk is everything Bob Arum and Teddy Atlas tried to tell us Lomachenko was. I did tell my big brother when they was fighting that Usyk, in my opinion, was a bigger Lomachenko the way they fight. They pretty much the same fighting style. He was just bigger with it. And hell, that shit worked, man. Papachenko, wherever you are, you did good with these two guys, man. You did good with Usyk. You did good with your son. And I give props all the way to that. I give props to the fact that the man, that the fighters themselves stay dedicated to the fight game. If Usyk walked away right now, I would be satisfied and honored that I got a chance to see this man fight in the ring. And I'm really honored and satisfied that I got a chance to see him step to heavyweight, because I know a lot of people when it was first brought to our attention that Usyk was stepping into heavyweight, some people was giving a thumbs down and saying that Usyk wasn't big enough, he wasn't going to be able to survive and everything like that. Didn't impress people when he fought Derek Chisora. You know, they felt like Derek Chisora really brought Usyk a lot of headache and a lot of drama. And they just was kind of writing him off. But the motherfucker can fight. And that's what we watch fights for, to see who can fight and who can get her done. As you know, as our old country brother would say, get her done. And he went out there and got her done. And he got her done to the tune of becoming undisputed heavyweight champion of the world in 2024. What was it, 25 years ago that we got a chance to see somebody holding all of the belts? Yes. I think the last champion was Lennox Lewis that had everything together. Or am I true? Did the Glitchkos beat? No, I don't think they did. I think Lennox was the last. 25 years ago. 25. Let me see what we got going down here. Let's flip it. Rod X say, I believe the Cuban fighters are at least 5 years older than they have been advertised. Just hard to say, you know, people being born, not having their records and stuff like that. Can you just imagine being born and not knowing when your birthday is? That's gotta be quite disheartening. You don't know how old you are, you just out here. Trey X say, I thought it was close until Fury got hurt. You talking about when he got punched in the nose? And I thought it was a nose punch because, like I said, I thought he got it broke. Or you just talking about when he got dazed in round 9 and it started messing up. My boy Joseph Brown said, I had Fury winning rounds 3 to 8 and 12. So you gave him 6 rounds. I didn't give him that many rounds. He say, Trey X say, Usyk was hurt a few times by the uppercut, but he kept his composure like a champion. Well, like I said, when I saw him get caught with the first uppercut that snapped his head back and he took that step back, that, I guess I lied. That would be the only time I would be like, uh-oh, he might be in trouble. But I ain't let it be known to my bro that I felt like that. But then at the same time, when I saw him like get himself together, in my mind, I was like, oh, he ate that. And now he know what's coming. And to me, it started seeming like he was starting to be able to block. A lot was coming on. This is like he was prepared. All I can say is the man looked like he was prepared quite well for what he was going to have to deal with. And he showed that he could combat it and come back with something. He never stopped coming back. That's what I liked about him. He stayed in Fury's face. He stayed on Fury. He kept bothering Fury like he promised he would. And what he said, I'm not going to stop bothering you. He messed my head up when I saw that video of him doing that. But his words stayed true, his actions stayed true, and his talent came through. His boxing IQ, everything that was said that he should have been better at Fury in, that night he was. Fury shouldn't have been out there lollygagging, which he was. That's his fault. Nobody else's but his. And that excuse he gave, though, that he only felt like Usyk won because his country was at war, I felt like that was quite tasteless. I can't say that the man can't feel the way he wanted, didn't feel the way he felt, because apparently he said it. That's the way he felt. I can't take nothing from him on that, except I don't want to hear the excuses that a lot of people are trying to make. I don't want to hear about this inhaler that Usyk's supposed to have been using, because I ain't see that. And I don't think nobody else saw it either. They just saying some shit. I think the man lost. Fury, that is. Straight and simple. I got the Pacers winning the series. That's Eric R. He said, if Lomachenko stayed at 130 or under, he would have been the baddest man on the planet. With the skills that he got, I could agree with you on that. Did he have a hard time staying at that weight? Is that why he moved up? Or he just couldn't find no more fights at that weight? But the pivoting, the movement, the constant movement that Usyk was showing, I can't lie to you, bro. It did have me thinking about Lomachenko quite a bit, because I was like, dude, this dude moves like Lomachenko. He's constantly the energy is what surprised me. Yeah, he was the older fighter of the two out there, but he seemed to have the most energy. He was able to draw from experience. He, like you said, he stayed composed through the whole fight. No matter what was going on, he stayed composed. Fury draped on him, he stayed composed. Fury tried to drape on him again, he pushed him up off of it. Tried to drape him again after he got hurt, and he paid for it dearly with that whop, whop, left, right. Fury is in trouble, sweat flying off his head, eyes rolling, legs weak, body weak. He falling to the left, he's falling to the right. Oh my goodness, he's gonna drop this, he's gonna drop me. He falls up on the ropes, he looking discombobulated, he just looking whooped. And the referee steps in and gives him an 8 count. You should have let him fall, ref. You should have let him fall. But, you know, it is what it is. He got to stand in 8 count, recouped himself, went to the corner, came back out. And here's another testament that I got to give to Fury. Even though I don't like him, the motherfucker came back out and kept fighting. Got to give him that. He did come out and he kept fighting. He didn't just curl up into a shell and ball up and let it be over with. He tried to make an account for himself. But by then, I think Usyk got warmed totally up. Totally. I think the punches were coming a little harder, a little quicker. And I think he just did what he needed to do. And I'm proud to be able to say I've seen the fight, and I'm really proud and excited that I got to see Tyson Fury take a loss. Not hating, just saying it is what it is. That's what we was watching it for. My boy Eric R said, I believe Usyk got away with one against Du Bois. Now, I won't make an argument against that. You know what I'm saying? It's a telling tale. The body shot showed us something with Du Bois, and the body shots showed up again in the fight against Fury. And we didn't get to see Usyk go down from a body shot, but we did see him take care. Once those body shots landed, we did see a reaction that I'm sure a lot of people was like, oh, all Fury got to do now is just keep going to the body. He got it. Whatever the reason was that Fury couldn't keep going to the body, he didn't keep going to the body. Whatever the reason for that was, you know, that's on Fury. I'll give some credit to Usyk by saying, you know, him staying composed, tightening up his defense, and steady keeping enough pressure on Fury. I think to make Fury have to constantly keep thinking, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do to get this man at a distance and up off of me so I can get myself together? I think that's what really played a big hand in the fight. And hats off to Usyk once again for keeping his word and not stepping away and just staying on Fury like he did the whole time, the whole fight, from bell to bell. From bell to bell, It was a beautiful fight. That man stayed on it. Eric also say now Teddy got a fighter he can put in front of Bud. Ward and and in front of Bud and Ward and disrespect them. He jumped out a little too soon with Loma. Yeah, I see where you're going with that. I can see where you're going with that. I'm not going to even touch it really. I'm going to just, let it be as it is. Joseph Brown said had Usyk 1, 2, 9, 10, and 11. And 9 should have been a 2, 1, 2, 10, 10, 8 round for the standing count, I think. But I can't be mad at you with your scorecard, JB. It is what it is. I actually thought that Fury might have was holding from maybe 3 to 8. That's what I was really giving. I gave him like 3 to 8. But maybe a little bias might be kicking in at the way I looked at it. I don't know. But I thought I thought that he had it 3 to 8. Boy, Trey, you crazy for that one. That man say French Sanchez's parents tallied his age up on a tree, but the tree was cut down. So then we had to start guessing. How old the man was. Boy, that's cold in the mud. And giving access to what Joseph Brown said his scoring was, he said Joseph Brown, that would make 114, 113 for Fury. Answering my question, Lomachenko moved to 135 because it's a glamour division. Okay, I see what's going on with that. I see what you're saying. He went up to get those fights, get that glory and stuff. Man, I'm riding with Ant-Man and the Wolves to win it all. Okay, they're talking basketball. It's got to be basketball because I know the Timberwolves. Or they talking to each other. The brothers is talking to each other. Oh, that's right. Brony is even ready to fight Blair Cobb. Eric Carr say Broner's still out here tricking people. Him and Cobb say sold out. What? I don't know how that fight. I don't know what to think about that fight because I don't know. Blair Cobb probably been in that gym and doing what he's supposed to do. Yeah, he a loudmouth and all this. But my concerns is what has AB been doing? We know AB has been on drunken tirades, alcohol binges. He done told us himself not going to the gym at certain times, just not living the life of a boxer. He's getting ready to go into the ring again, and I'm curious to see how it turns out. I do not want to see this man get beat down or beat up in any kind of way. You know what I'm saying, like that. But I do want to see him making a good account for himself. But I can't erase the memories of seeing him drunk lately. Just his little shenanigans, gaining weight, losing weight, ballooning up and shrinking back down. I think a lot of that stuff, I think a lot of that is going to take a toll. And I think it can be dangerous for him. Hopefully not dangerous where he get hurt, but it can cost him to fight. Straight up, you know what I'm saying? It could really cost him to fight. This is what I'm believing. This is what I'm seeing. I know I saw somebody say something about give me a second here. Oh shoot, I missed it. Oh, that's because the brothers. Let me just go ahead and say I had it a draw because Usyk 10, 8, 9, 9th round draw, but I'm not mad if you want to give Usyk the 8th round, which would be for 114, 113. Knockdowns take the draw off the table unless you score a 10-10 round. If you gave 5 rounds to Usyk, that means you gave it to Fury 114, 113 with the knockdown. I just had to put it out there because it looked like too juicy to not to put in there. A lot of basketball talk going on. So Minnesota and Dallas, I heard that who was it that is it Dallas? Not Dallas. It was an old team. New York. Is New York still in it? Are the Knicks still in it? Or have they been put out yet? Because I might even turn my TV on to watch some of the basketball because I haven't seen the Knicks win anything major ever. since I've been alive, I haven't seen him win the big one. Both Broner and Cobb are coming off long layoffs. I can't call it. That's what I'm saying, bro. I know they both coming off layoffs, but I'm just saying, seeing Adrian Broner's antics and what he's been going through lately, when we've been seeing him in videos and stuff like that, he's drunk, and you know, caught him overweight and stuff like that. I'm thinking that with the layoff could be disastrous. I'm hoping not. You know, deep in your mind, you want to pull for AB. Deep in your heart, you want to pull for him. Be like, come on, AB, get it together. Come on, man, you still got some greatness in you. But it's hard to say. You know what I'm saying? Both of them coming off a layoff. Okay, I'll say, you know, what kind of layoffs though? Was Blair Cobb being a gym rat doing his layoff, or was he just laid off partying and stuff like that? I feel like AB during his layoff, he had some partying going on and things like that. But I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of tilting the scale a little toward Cobb. But AB could come out there and prove me wrong. I'm hoping he does, but you know, I don't know. The drinking and stuff like that just got me a little thrown off. I can't follow these fighters like that. I've learned lessons. I've been hurt too many times putting it on the line to follow certain fighters, and they go out there and piss it in the wind and have me standing there looking like a frog on the log, like, oh, look what happened again. Look what happened again. Oh, they talking basketball. Broner is going to be flat-footed. What the hell does this keep touching me? Get off me. Okay. They say Broner is going to be flat-footed and very stationary for Cobb to put the hands on him and press confidence. And the press conference with him and Cobb have been pure comedy. Yeah, he was out there with, first of all, where did he get an Adrian Broner puppet at? Who goes and spends money to make a puppet of your opponent? Blair Cobb, I guess. So let me see. Ain't no coming back from corn on the cob. Oh, Eric Carr say, so if he loses it, that's it. Ain't nobody gonna be riding with him no more. Rod X said, I believe the Knicks last won it all in 1973. Okay, 73. I wasn't old enough to be watching. I wouldn't understand what was going on. I was way too little. I was too busy worried about, what was I worried about in 73? Shit. Not a lot of anything, because I was just 3. So if they pulled it off then, it's about time for them to try to pull it off again. So, you know, if they could pull it off, there it is. Let's get it. Trey X put some fact out. He say Cobb already knocked off a 3 in Maurice Hooker. Broner bet not underestimate him. That's what I'm not. Shit, it's hard to even say if Broner underestimating somebody, because he could talk that game and all these things, but the proof gonna be in the pudding. Is this alcohol and stuff like gonna slow him down, or will he be able to overcome it? I can't say did he learn the lesson, or has he learned the lesson from all what he's been going through, because the last few times we've seen him fight, seen him, 1 minute you might think, okay, AB trying to be serious. The next thing you know, you look up and say, oh, snap, he at it again. There he is at it again. So, you know, I'm going to go ahead and be honest and say, you know, I'm leaning more toward Blair the Flair than I am again for AB. People might hold it against me, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say at this moment, I'm riding with Blair Cobb to be able to etch it off against AB. You know, that's my opinion. I'm going to say it right now. And to answer the question, when Broner and Cobb fight, I think they fight June, July. I think they fight next month. So we'll get a chance to see what goes down real soon with them. That's for Rod X. You know what I'm saying? So I think we have to take Cobb bigger, stronger, with a higher work rate. This is coming from Trey X, the man who created the pedigree scale. That's right. Yeah, Cobb has the height, little reach. If he's taking like Eric Carr says down the line, he says Cobb is that's my brother socially scientific. Cobb just may fuck Broner all the way up on some slaughter type shit, Nick. Whoa! You think he gonna come out there and look spectacular, gloriously, and go out there and handle this man like, dare I say, Bud did Earl? That would be something. But I ain't gonna push it that far. I'm gonna just say, I think Blair can beat Broner. I think he can, for the simple reason I've seen Broner not doing what he's supposed to do, not staying on point, too worried about getting, as he would say, getting drunk, fucked up, day in and day out, waking up drunk, going to bed drunk. That just can't be good for you in no kind of way, shape, form, or fashion. Simple as that. Could be an early night. You think so? You think he might? You think he gonna stop? You think Cobb can stop Broner? I'm willing to say, dude, that's hard for me to even be willing to say that with the alcohol consumption and everything. He might can pull it off. That might help him. That might just help him pull off the win. Eric, I'll say Trey X is the sole proprietor of the pedigree scale in my Shannon Sharp voice. Oh, if you're gonna use the Shannon Sharp voice, boy, that country ass voice right there. Hey, but it's true. The man is the sole proprietor. He's the one that brought it to the table and let us be able to use it and pick our fights. And I'm picking the fact that I think Blair Cobb is gonna be AB. People might say I'm tripping, but I don't think I am. I think AB might get out there. He might still have some snap to his punches, might still have some speed and everything. But one, being flat-footed and being a stationary target is not going to bode well for him. You know what I'm saying? That's just too many ways for you to put yourself in danger and get touched up without really being able to do anything. AB ain't gonna be able to go in there and not let his hands go. He's gonna have to let his hands go. We're gonna have to see AB gonna have to put out more punches than a little bit. If Blair Cobb is out there swinging and letting go, AB gonna have to revert back. Can he pull up some kind of spell or put him back in the young body that people was clamoring for when he was young and they was calling him the heir apparent to Floyd? Can he get at least 8% of that back? Because 8% might be able to help him. I'll give him that. But if the tank is less than 8%, the man is gonna get beat up, and that's what I see from it. If anybody think I'm wrong, let me know. But I'm thinking that he gonna lose. I think Cobb gonna beat him. So she's a scientist. That would be his. Let me see the tricks. I read that. Socially scientific. That would be a statement. First man to stop Can Man. That would be a hell of a statement if he be able to stop the Can Man. I don't need to start calling Broner the Can Man because I might talk myself into picking him up. I feel you, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. That damn spell check. See, I know I had spell check messes with me sometime too. And then somebody like D-Lo would shoot a slug at me. I just let it slide. I just let it slide. Old goat. And where the little Chinaman at anyway? My black Chinaman brother. Where he at? That mustache of his kills me. But I can't mess with him now because he won't do no good to sling nothing at him. There's only one Oleksandr Usyk. Only one. The man that beat the man that said no man could beat him born of his mother. That's right. The man that way back in the day was pretty much kicked out of his country and said, no, you can't fight here no more because you cheat too much. You just got too much going on. That's the guy that came to America. And Americans started riding with it. Fans started saying he could beat old great champs from back in the day, yesteryear champs. Because they were all too small. Fury 6'9", he's this, he's that, he's fluent, he can't be touched by a smaller fighter. The fighters of old wouldn't have been able to do nothing with him. Well, I know a fighter right now that that waxed his ass. But we'll see. We'll see what happens next. That's right, bro. There is no question who the lineal heavyweight champion is now. None. Usyk is the man. Not Anthony Joshua, Baby Anderson, Fury, Wilder, what's the Nordic Nightmare? Did he quit yet? None of these guys. It's Oleksandr Usyk. I'm messing his first name up. I know I said it right one day. But Usyk is the man. I'm proud of him. I'm happy to have seen that fight. He melted down the snowman. He showed me that the man can be beat. He showed me how the man can be beat. And I hope other fighters paid attention. That if they get the privilege to step in the ring with big boy, they can do the same thing. Usyk came to the ring looking like an anime villain from Full Metal Alchemist. I thought he looked like a warrior. I like the outfit that he had on. Actually, I kind of like what he came out with, his look when he stepped to the ring. I liked what he wore. I was pretty, I was like, that's a nice outfit. He looking like a warrior. Looking like a warrior. And I just want to know, did anybody catch at the end of the fight when the bell rang? You know how most of the times fighters hug and stuff like that. I kind of looked at Usyk when Tyson went up on him. Usyk kind of gave him like a cold shoulder, like, bitch, I really ain't fucking with you. Or maybe I'm just reading too much into it. But I could have swore when I saw Fury first approach Usyk kind of gave him the cold shoulder. I could be wrong, and I could be putting cables on it, but I doubt it because I ain't never ran cable. But it is what it is. Took that ass whooping like a man. The outfit was tough. That was meant to be. No, I feel you. I'm saying, I know what you're saying. The outfit was tough. To me, I was like, shit. When I saw him, I was like, man, that's a nice outfit. He coming out there. He looked like a straight warrior. A straight warrior. He had to look in his eyes. He looked serious. He looked locked in. He looked ready to go. I can't say that I really didn't see that ready to go look in Fury's eyes. I didn't see him really locked in like that. Like when we saw him fight Wilder the second time, he looked locked in. He really looked locked in. And the third time, he looked locked in. But I don't know. He didn't just look locked in like that when he came out there to face Usyk. And Usyk made sure that he paid for not being locked in. Really, shit, it's hot in here. Cut on some air. I'm about to pass out. Oh, just to let y'all know, my grandson was born yesterday at 1:06 in the afternoon. Onyx Jasper Askew, my first grandson. His mama got a chance to see the fight. And then here comes my little dude. And I'm so excited. I can't wait to go meet him. My wife going to meet him Friday. She's going to go to Houston and see him. And as soon as I get a chance to go see him, I'm going down there and pick him up and give him a million kisses and tell him all about what to expect in this family. The first male born for my bloodline, my family, 25 years. 26 actually, because my son 26. He's the next boy after my son. Wow, that's a long ass time. Thank you for the congratulations. That's right. No, I'm not Pop. I'm Paw. Or Papa. That's what my grandgirls call me. They call me Papa. And I love it. Appreciate you, Rod X. Appreciate you. But the congratulations, I gotta say, we save all the congratulations for Usyk. Usyk. Because his first name, I just can't spit it out. Man, that was a good fight to me, dog. I just had to come on here so I can just talk about how excited I was to see this man get whooped, to get beat. Close fight, big wide margin. Either way, he lost. I'm satisfied. And he lost to a man that wasn't pulling out no Oleksandr. I be trying to say that, but the Oleg be some kind of way losing itself when they get ready to come out and it sound like Usyk or Oleksandr is what it is. I got you. But dude, I'm just whew. It was some good fights. It was some good fights. Brian Norman showed his ass. Sanchez showed his ass in the wrong way. Navarrete lost. Huh. Am I missing anything? No, I don't think I am. I don't think I'm missing nothing at all. It's all about Usyk getting his ass tore up. So, I got a question. Ryan Garcia, we know about what all he's supposed to be going through, and people saying that he's talking about his B sample is gonna be dirty too. Forget all that. What do you think about this man saying that Devin Haney tweeting about being horny and start going in on Devin Haney's mom? To me, I'm like, Devin Haney, this man is disrespecting, stepping all over all kind of understood lines. You know, you don't bring nobody mama into a situation. You don't talk shit about nobody's mama. None. Not at all. But for him to be doing that, come on, Devin, man. You got to take a fight back with him. You got to go out there and correct this boat. You got to go out here and whoop this boy, man. Don't let this man get away with disrespect. He disrespecting your mama. He disrespecting this man's mama. And I guess everybody thinks it's okay because he says, oh, I love God and Jesus is my Lord and Savior. How the duck does that work? I'm just asking. Salute to Bernacek for saving our weekend with that plus 650. All I'm gonna speak on is plus 650. And if you can see me, I got a big super smile on my face. Because my big bro was like, oh, you bet on that game? I mean on that fight? Yeah, I sure did, bro. Let me loan me 50. I got you. No problem. Usyk versus Lennox Lewis or Holyfield. Oh, that's a good one. Let me ponder it for a second, Eric R. You know, he brings that up. And Rod X, while I ponder Eric R's question about Usyk versus Lennox Lewis or Holyfield, do y'all think Usyk should have gotten the KO victory? It depends on how you want. I guess it depends on the referee and who was out there. It could have. I can't even say it could have been a KO victory. He could have got a stoppage. The referee could have called it off. Who's the boss? In my Trey's voice, the ref calls it off. Who's the boss? He could have got that. You know what I'm saying? In the 9th round, seeing how bad Fury was looking, he wasn't defending himself. That part is evident. He was not defending himself. He couldn't grab and hold on to clinch. He was just taking shots unanswered and falling all over the ring. When he fell into the corner and the ropes kind of held him up a little bit and the ref jumped in. Yeah, I guess the referee could have called it off. Am I disappointed that it wasn't a knockout victory? I say about maybe 1% because it would have been nice to see. I wouldn't look for the knockout victory, but to see him fall, you know, to see him hit the ground would have been pleasing. I can say that I'm satisfied with the victory that Usyk got. I wouldn't have been mad if they had if the referee would have stopped it. So shoot, it's hard to say he should have got it, and it's hard to say he shouldn't have got it. I guess you just have to play with what referee that you had that night that made the call. Did him not getting a knockout victory make for a better viewing of the fight because we still got 3 rounds after the 9th round in order to make a decision and see what would break down? So I would say, Rod X, in my opinion, I'm satisfied with him not getting a knockout victory. I'm not mad at him, but I would have been I would have been quite satisfied if he hadn't got it. You know, this is true. Eric R say, this new generation be having a death wish. The way they talk, it's, you know, I can't even begin to talk about it, man. You know what I'm saying? I could just look at Ryan in this professional sport, and I know he's not the only youngster that happen to say dumb things or foolish things. But this young man is to me is really stepping out of all kind of characters by going at this man's mom and talking reckless like he is about Devin Haney's mom. What I, I would never, not even against my worst enemy, would I speak against that person's mother or father. I wouldn't do nothing. I just couldn't see me doing anything like that. Rod X said, I thought they was gonna. I guess you saying screw over Navarrette's opponent because you left out the word, I believe. That would have been terrible. Well, look who done joined in. My homeboy, D-Lo 404 Boxing. What's going on? Voice of Reason. Y'all know what it is. That young man right there coming on through. My partner, my pimping partner from overseas, the Black Chinaman, the Voice of Reason. D-Lo 404 Boxing. What's up, bro? Glad you made it. Could have got paid on Brian Norman Jr. fight, but I got greedy for the plus 700. Should have just took the 350. Hey, it was a good set. You know what I'm saying? We, thought the man was going to do what he's supposed to do. Did not think that he was going to go out there and sleep that guy. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. We live and we learn. Eric R said, he said, I got Lewis and Holyfield over Usyk. Let me think. Holyfield, hard of a champion, could take some punches, go out there and just bite down and give it all he got. Hellified punches. It would be a good look. It would be a good look to see. Lennox Lewis poses another problem, kind of like Tyson Fury with the height, reach advantage, and stuff like that. I don't know. I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? Bringing Usyk with his movement like he has and stuff like that. The only fighters that heavyweights that I could say that I would give credence to with the movement, Ali, Tyson, especially Tyson with his peekaboo in and out, bobbing, weaving, getting in, with the speed and stuff like that. We know Usyk. I mean, we know that Lennox was able to defuse Tyson with that, but there were some underlying things that went along with that fight that I don't want to be going into too much. So I'll just say, I would think that Usyk would try to hold his own in there, but it probably would look a little different. You know what I'm saying? It probably would look a little different for him in the in fighting with those guys in the 90s and further back. But I think he would make a good account for himself. Not saying that Tyson Fury would make a good account of himself. I just don't believe that he, the way they said, could beat all those champions with no problem. Now, D-Lo 404 says the ref wouldn't have been wrong if he had waved the fight off. That's what I was saying. I would have accepted a KO stoppage. I would have accepted the ref calling it off, who's the boss. And I accept the way that it went to full 12 and he lost in a decision. All those endings would have been satisfactory to me. I'm not complaining because, in my opinion, it was a decent and good fight. All out. You know what I'm saying? I have no complaints about the fight. I really don't. I can't say that I feel like Fury did something dirty or anything like that. He tried his tactics that he usually try, not just as heavily. He came in and tried to box. I think which was a mistake. He should have stepped to Usyk and tried to meet Usyk and step Usyk back. But Usyk, Usyk said he was already in Fury's head. I'm in Fury's head. And making a statement that I ain't gonna leave you alone when get into the ring. Right now, it rings volumes because he literally didn't leave him alone. He just stayed in the man's face. It's nowhere for you to go, Mr. Fury. You got to deal with me. You got to deal with me this whole outing until they say that this fight is over. And that's what he did. And it proved to be the right tactic.
Now, when they fight again, like I said, I believe in my heart that he'll pull it off. So we'll see how they go if they get into the ring again and have a fight. Trey X say Sugar Hill deserves some criticism for that approach to the fight. I feel you with that. I don't see the reason. I don't see the reasoning that Fury had to lose. Why would he come down so much in weight to deal with Usyk? That's one question. If you know he's supposed to be so much stronger when he's heavier and he sit down on his punches, why not bring the big dude? Because we seen it even when he was heavy, we didn't see him run out of gas in his gas tank. So that couldn't be a reason where you would say, oh, maybe they was trying to make sure his gas tank would last, because I've never really seen Fury run out of gas. You know what I'm saying? I've never really seen him do that. I think the weight could have played a little extra on him when he tried to lean on Usyk. But at the same time, Usyk was prepared to combat that. And knowing how to combat that, I think plays a big part. Because when I seen him shell his body up and tuck his elbows in real tight, when Fury tried to grab him and his arms just ended up slipping off of him and he caught him with that two-piece, I was like, wow, that was wonderful. And here, not putting Usyk over none of them, top 90s champs. That's what D-Lo 404 said. That's why I was hesitant by saying that, and I just said that I think he'd make a good account for himself. But going any further than that, what can I say? What did everybody think about Operetta and the Breeders rematch? Those top tier 90 heavyweights are special. You are right. I expected a KO in the rematch, but Breeders is a tough MF. These are the words of Trey X. He could have got a stoppage if he focused more on going to the body, in my opinion. I think I seen somebody else say that too. We got Nate in the house, and Nate said Tyson Fury was robbed. I'm sorry, Nate. There's nothing in that fight that you could point to that would say that it was a robbery. Now, if you scored in the draw, I can't be mad at you for that, because a lot of people did feel like it could have been a draw. But at the same time, those same people spoke out and said that the right man won. Now, you scored in a draw, I can understand you with that, which means that you would have had to have given Fury an extra round or a 10-8 round, which I didn't see that take place. By Fury earning by Usyk earning an 8 count, that considered as a knockdown is a 10-8 round, which you would have to have Fury have winning the fight in order for you to say it was a draw. So with that being said, I feel like the right man won. I feel like Fury didn't do enough. You know what I'm saying? He's showboating when he should have been being serious and trying to figure out what he needed to do with Usyk. I think he came back and beat him in the butt. But that's just my opinion. Socially Scientific said they knew Big Fury couldn't keep up with Usyk, but he can't keep up with him either way. The footwork ain't even there for Fury. Lacking minerals. Fury, I won't say that he didn't move well, because I felt like he was moving well. He was trying to circle and everything like that. But the little pit bull that is Usyk, he just kept coming. You know what I'm saying? He just kept pushing the issue. He kept pushing the issue, and I think that that part right there, him pushing the issue, put Fury in a situation that maybe he wasn't used to, because at some point in every fight that he's been in, pretty much he was able to stop the person from coming forward at some point or another. Usyk just kept pushing forward. Trey speaking to the new guy that came in, Nate. How was Fury robbed if you consider it a draw? Exactly. Close fight can't be a robbery. That's an oxymoron. Thought Operetta dominated, but it was almost a copy of the first fight. Jury is still out on his IQ for me. These are the words of the Socially Scientific. The knockdown was the difference in the fight. Okay, Rod X. I can give you that. And I guess I could reach back to saying, we could say, if you have to compare it to a fight, I guess you would say Earl Spence, Sean Porter, where the knockdown, most people considered the knockdown being the difference in the fight for them in that fight. You know what I'm saying? Somebody touched the floor, and that's what separated them to find out who won and who lost. Socially Scientific said, yes, Fury's footwork is good for these other guys, but Usyk is too quick and clever for him. His fear of the little guys caught up to him. I feel you on that. Not saying that his footwork is as good as Usyk's or anything like that. I didn't go that far. I just said that, he made a good account of himself by being able to move around and to be such a big man, to be kind of swifty foot. So yeah, with that part, I won't take nothing away from it. I should have put that up, but I didn't. So let me put it up there so everybody get a chance to see it. My bro Trey X said Fury didn't have to find Usyk. He was literally in front of the man all night. And I think that, I just actually think it threw Fury off because Usyk was in front of him, but he was pushing forward. And I don't think Usyk, I think that part right there might have kind of taken Fury back a little bit. And when he realized it, or Sugar Hill realized it, it was a little too late. And he said, Rod X say Norman just brutalized Centillion. Yeah, those thumping thuds was going off. I still see ain't nobody told me nothing about the Mason brothers. I guess I'm gonna just have to go ahead and attest that they all is as good as that boy Abdullah was showing us in his fight. Man, that boy got some 30 blows. If he punched like that all the time, yeah, it's gonna be some serious stuff going on at that moment, man. It's gonna be serious. Serious. Those brothers look like they're gonna be some. What is it? 4 of them? Is it 4 or 3? I think it's 4. I did not ask you to call anybody. Need to move this money though. So yeah, Tyson Fury. Let me say that's Tyson Fury not being able to take advantage of his weight. Not his weight didn't help him. His length didn't help him. His boxing didn't help him. They're gonna have to go back to the drawing board. Sugar Hill gonna have to come with the game plan. Tyson Fury gonna have to execute the next time they fight. And they're gonna have to come in there and be serious and not playing. I mean, 100% serious. The eye of the tiger, if I must say. He's gonna have to step in there and really do what he needs to do. But can he do it? Will Usyk be ready for the rematch? Let's hope Father Time doesn't jump on his back before then. Right, okay. That's why I talk about advantages and stepping to the lion. Well, it proved those words right there, stepping to the lion, proved to be big in this fight because Usyk stepped to the lion and continuously stepped to the lion. And when the lion did strike, Usyk did the smart thing, stepped back, composed himself, and got right back at it. And that's what made me really like the fight and be proud of it, because I was like, damn, this dude is really fighting. He's not scared. He's stepping to this man. He keeping it going. He working. He put the work in. He constantly put the work in and kept it going. And you can't, I can't complain about that. And if you a boxing fan, he said, I thought since he talking to Rod X. The setup, speed variation, etc., were things of beauty. And with me and my brother and I was watching it, my brother had mentioned the fact that he thought Usyk didn't have power because he was like, man, those punches that he landed on Fury, this is earlier in the fight. He was like, that's not going to do nothing. He just not strong enough to stop Fury. Fury going to end up winning. And I had to let my brother know that I had a vote of confidence and I had something that he didn't have. I was privy to something that he wasn't privy to. And that was the pedigree scale. and I've seen Usyk fight more than my big brother. So my big brother was drawing from limited knowledge of the fighter. But I quickly let him know. Now Usyk can punch, bro. He got some pop. You're gonna see, and like clockwork, like right on cue, Usyk started. You could see that he sped up. You could see that he was punching a little harder. You could see, you could hear it. You know what I'm saying? It was some nice pop going on my TV and everything. They say Social Scientific say, I'm on record saying Santillion might be the best test for Boots at welter. Norman Jr. felt like he had heard me say that. Wow, you think so? Okay, they don't realize how close this fight was. No, people do realize that it was a close fight. That's why everybody, I think, really was kind of satisfied with the ending of it. There was really no grumblings or rumblings about it not being a good fight, or people said that they felt like the wrong person won. Well, there's a few people that may have said that, but for the most part, the masses kind of accepted what they saw because they saw a good fight and they felt like Usyk pulled it off. Be it the 8 count that got him over the edge, because what do you remember when you see a fight? You know what I'm saying? When you see a fight, do you remember the things that happened early in the fight, or do you remember the exciting parts of the fight? The things that made you go, oh man, look at that. And Usyk had more of those moments in that fight, in my opinion. He had the moments that drew people in, that got them on the edge of their feet, that made them jump up and scream at the top of their voices, and when Fury was wobbling all over the ring. This could have played a big major part in it. But as far as Fury just really looking like he was dominating in the fight, I really never saw that. If you saw that, give me the round. Let me know what it is that you saw. Maybe I missed it. But as of right now, I can't think of any major part in the fight except when Fury landed a couple of good body shots in the uppercut when Usyk got on his bicycle for a few minutes. But while Usyk was on his bicycle, Fury was not able to really take advantage of it because Usyk wouldn't let him. You see what I'm saying? In retrospect, in hindsight, when Usyk got Fury in trouble, there was nothing Fury was able to do about it. Fury was at the mercy of Usyk when he was in trouble. Unlike Usyk, when he got hurt, he wasn't at the mercy of Fury. You know what I'm saying? Fury didn't pounce on him like you would think a fighter would. I got you in trouble, let me get to you and pounce on you. Fury didn't take advantage of that moment, in my opinion. And maybe that could have lost him the fight. You know what I'm saying? The difference is how they reacted when they got the other fighter in trouble. And to me, Usyk reacted in the way that you should. He kept Fury in trouble until the referee came in to get him up off of it. Fury didn't take advantage of when he got Usyk hurt. I think I think that played a big part in it because like I said, people remember the real exciting moments in the fight, the things that make that burn themselves into your memory. And what's burnt into a lot of people's memory is Usyk landing a punch to Tyson Fury's nose or eye, whichever one. I thought he got punched in the nose because I thought he had broke his nose. Him going to the corner, steady twitching with his nose and whatnot, but then coming out and eating a perfect left that forced him to fall back on the ropes and bounce off of him in drunk mode. And Usyk proceeded to take advantage of that. That's what I think really set him apart in the fight. And I think, in my opinion, that's what got him the win. So with that part, I'll leave it like that. He say, I'm down for that. Bro say, Trey say, Nay, I agree it was a close fight. I scored at 114, 113 Usyk. Rod X says, for Fury to be as big as he is, he gets hurt down damn near every fight. Big don't make your chin super strong. If somebody could, you know what I'm saying? This is something that, has been a thing that he's been able to hide with. This is part of his shield. By him being so big, by him being able to extend his arms to keep people away from him, by being so hard to punch up to get to that chin, he's been able to mask it, and he's been protected by his height and length. Somebody with some scrap that's steadily trying to get in there, when you finally get to touch the chin, then you find out exactly how strong and what's really behind it. Yes, Fury can be hurt. We know that. The thing is, the man can be hurt, but he recovers quite well. That's one thing that I think we can all agree on. He has good recovery. I won't take that from him, but I am saying that, in my opinion, the bigger moments of the fight is what really tilted the scale for Usyk. If Usyk didn't have any big moments in the fight, I'm pretty sure that they probably would have judged it for Fury all the way around. But Usyk made sure not to let that happen. Rod X says, without the knockdown, Fury probably pulls off the win. That's why I compared it to like Errol Spence and Sean Porter. Hell of a fight. Everybody thought it was close all the way up until Sean Porter's glove touched the canvas. When Sean Porter's glove touched the canvas, that separated them. Tyson Fury having to take an 8 count, that separated them. That's all I'm saying. They said, well, it's controversy due to Fury winning more rounds. No, it's not, because you see, how many rounds do you say Fury won? Did Fury win more than 2 rounds, or did you give Fury 1 round? You gave Fury 1 round. You know what I'm saying? You tell me, what did you have Fury winning by if you scored the fight? Did you have it a bigger gap than 114, 113? You know what I'm saying? Help me to understand, Nate, what it is that you're saying the controversy comes from, because just saying that it was a controversy due to him winning more rounds, let me know what it was that you thought was won, because clearly the judges didn't see it that way. They called it for Usyk. Socially Scientist said, yeah, he broke his nose in round 7 or 8 when he set up that big straight left. So he did break his nose. I'm gonna have to tell Big Bro I wasn't tripping. I thought when the punch landed, I was like, did he break his nose? Did he break his nose? That was one of those things, though. That old carrot that the snowman usually have. It's a little twisted. That's right. Thanks, Socially Scientific, for letting me know that. My brother Trey said, I think the fight was worthy of a rematch. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? As soon as the fight was over, I was like, oh, okay. When they said it was a rematch, I was like, okay, when is this going to take place? And it seemed like they already got the business of it ready to go. And I think it's in October. I will be watching. Trey X says, here's a fun fact. I put the fun fact part on there. Fighters over 6'4" usually don't have the best chins. And I took my addition to that is because they're being tall, being able to keep somebody from really touching the chin on a regular basis and getting a good solid lick, it's something that it can hide behind. But once you get a chance to touch that button and you react funny, then okay, it is what it is. Not last night, Saturday, we got a chance to see Fury not only get touched, but he was not able to defend the onslaught like he usually was with other fighters. When Wilder got him in trouble, he was able to make Wilder miss and dodge and get away. He was able to get away. He wasn't able to do that with Fury, Usyk. Usyk was able to get to him and kept him in trouble. So, with that being said, it is what it is. My bro said he had to fight a draw, so he's inconsistent with what he's saying. That's why I said, look, if you said that it was a draw, but you're saying Fury won more rounds, give me the rounds that you feel like he won. If you had a wider gap than 114, 113, I'm interested in to know what your scoring was for that fight, Nate. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. I don't want you to feel like you can't say what you need to say on the channel. Please say what you need to say in the chat, because I want to know what it is that you saw. Maybe you saw something that I didn't see. My mind is open. I'm willing to listen and get your point of view of it. But as of right now, for me, if I had to say it was a close fight, which I agree it was a close fight, but I felt like, in my opinion, I had Usyk winning. I'm not going to even lie and say that I had Tyson Fury winning more rounds than Usyk, because I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I gave, if I had to give him anything, I say I gave him at least 5 rounds. I gave him at least 5 rounds. That's all I gave him. That's all I gave him. So, with that being said, let me know how you marked it. Eric All said, makes sense when you take it into consideration that the lower center of gravity leveraged from shorter fighters with pop. Okay. I feel you. That's what you're talking about, touching that tall chin, making them get a little woozy. That's true. Boy, Vitili are 2 outliers above 6'4" who couldn't take a good shot and stay upright more times than not. Because they got that length. How can I put it? If you a tall fighter like that, and you got the skills to keep somebody off of you and keep them from getting to you, up until Saturday, Fury has showed that if you get too close and I might get in trouble, I'll wrap you up. You know what I'm saying? I nipped that in the bud real quick. But with Usyk, he couldn't wrap him up. He couldn't stop him from getting in close. And that caused him a problem, which in turn, we saw him get hurt. In turn, we saw him take a standing 8 count. In turn, we saw him take a loss. Now, I can't be mad because the man took a loss, but at the same time, I'm not willing to take shine away from Usyk's win over the fact they both stepped into the ring. We haven't heard no controversy, no drugs, no cheating, no nothing. We got a straight up on the level fight as far as we know to this point. And it turned out for the guy who had the better skills. Not because the guy was tall or big or anything like that. It's because he had the better skills. And now, Nate, you saying watch the full fight. Well, let me break it down to you, my brother. I did watch the full fight. I watched the fight from the time they got their hands taped till they walked out of the dressing rooms with their garbs on, and when they stepped into the ring. I watched and listened to the national anthem. I listened to the referee give his instructions, and I listened to the first bell ring, and I watched the first punch to the last punch. And me watching the entire fight, I did not see Tyson Fury win that fight. I could say that it could have been a draw, but I'm letting you know, in my opinion, what broke the draw was the fact that Tyson Fury had to take a 10 count. And him taking the 10 count, standing 8 count, means in the rules to what people who would judge by would say, that's a knockdown. That's a 10-8 round. Now, Tyson is on the back foot and he's fighting uphill, because if they were close and that split him apart and he didn't do anything to close that gap, that would give him a loss. Seriously. So I can't say that, you telling me to watch the whole fight, Fury actually won more rounds. That is your opinion on what you judged and how you saw it. How I judged and what I saw was not that. You know what I'm saying? Some people say that they saw Fury land more punches, more meaningful punches and certain things and such. I saw those same punches, but I also saw things getting blocked. Let's not pretend that there was some defense that was also played in that fight. Defense seemed to stand out a little better than Fury's. That's all I'm saying. That's what I saw. I based what I saw on defense, movement, punches landed, meaningful punches, who got who in trouble, all those things. I took all that stuff and squeezed it together to come up with my decision of who I thought had won the fight. I'm just lucky, or I'm just lucky that the judges also saw it that way. I'm not trying to change your mind on what you feel like you saw. If you feel like Fury won, I can't take that away from him. I won't even try to. I'm just letting you know in the same point. Give me my chance to say, hey, in my opinion, I felt like he won. It's not an argument or anything like that, because you know, when it's all said and done, the man that won is Usyk. If Fury really won and he feel like he won and he really took it, they got a rematch coming up. And it'll be his chance to show everything that he's supposed to show. The same way people felt like Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder should have won the first fight against Tyson Fury, but it ended up being a draw. And people actually was like, oh, Tyson Fury was cheated out of a win. But you know what? I'm just going to leave that as it is and say this was the fight that was on the table, and Fury just didn't do enough to win. He just didn't do enough to win. Eric all say this is a safe channel, so you know, state your case. Which you know, Nate, if you come back again, you know, I want you to come back as many times as you like and kick it with us on the channel. It's open floor, you know. Nobody gonna shoot you down for what you got to say. You might get some debates about it with some of us, but it's all in good, healthy fun. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to run you off anything, but I'm just letting you know, in my opinion, that's what I saw. You know, it could have been a draw, but the standing 8 count made the difference. That's what it was. Trey X says, shorter barrel-chested fighters like David Tua usually have the best chins. That's those kind of thick little dudes. I know that's what you mean. Yeah, Tua had a hell of a chin on him. McCall had a godly chin as well. These are words of D'Lo 404 boxing. The Atomic Bull is one of my favorite nicknames. Okay. We got a question for you, Nate. This is coming from my brother Trey X. He says, Nate, if Fury won more rounds, how was it a draw? If Fury just won 7-5, that's still a win with only one knockdown, 114-113. Moving on down, D'Lo 404 said, I had Fury winning 5 rounds with a possible 6, but I favored Usyk actually in that round. Okay, I feel you with that one, because I said that I at the most gave Fury 5 rounds. I thought he was from 3 to 8. That's 5 rounds. That's what I thought. I thought Usyk separated himself at 9, and then he kept that separation through 10, 11, and 12. You know, I can't say that you know, that's what I saw. That's what I saw. My boy Trey X say McCall was made of antimonium. That's that stuff that Wolverine got in it. That indestructible metal. Y'all know what it is. It says you would definitely get cross-examined if we see inconsistencies. That is what this channel is about. This channel is to give each fighter that we talk about his props. We do not shoot a fighter down unless he shows us that he should be shot down. For the most part, we try to give fighters they stand up. If they came out and they looked like garbage at a certain point, we're going to say, hey, he looked like garbage. You check our track record, you will see Shakur Stevenson came out. He didn't look that great in his last fight. We let it be known that he didn't look that great in the last fight. We let it be known. We do not hold back, you know, with our opinions. You know what I'm saying? We do not do that. We look at the facts as well as we can. We examine the facts. We examine the fighter. We examine the fights, and we give our opinions on them. Sometimes people might not like our opinions, but it is what it is. You know, all these channels are based on giving their opinions, and you're going to gravitate to what you like and what you don't like. Here, we try to make sure that everybody's opinion is heard, respected, and looked at. We're not asking anybody to change their opinion or anything, because a lot of our brothers here on this channel had voted for Fury to win the fight. Even though he lost the fight, not one of them have I seen yet say that the decision was wrong. Not one. Each one of the guys that went with Fury let it be known that, hey, I can't be mad. I feel like the best man won. So that's, with that being said, keep it moving, baby. Keep it moving. I had Usyk taking the fight. Let me see. D'Lo 404 Boxing says, when Fury drew with Wilder, folks, it jumped on me. When Fury, why am I reading it right there? I could just read it right here. That's the wrong one. When Fury drew with Wilder, folks claimed that the only rounds Wilder won were the knockdown rounds. Same thing is being said about Usyk fighting by same thing being said about Usyk's fight by some, including Tank Davis. Yeah, because I saw him say one good round don't win the fight. But my thing is, when they are looking at that, I know they seeing punches and stuff like that, but do you not count the fact that Usyk blocked some punches? You know what I'm saying? All those punches that Tyson Fury was landing, it just wasn't unabated. It wasn't just unimpeded. There was some defense being played that was being showcased out there as well. A fight isn't just about all the punches. A fight is about who missed the most, who slipped some punches, who blocked some punches, who caught and sent something back. I do believe that all these things are part of the criteria of judging the fight. If I'm wrong, please somebody let me know. But I've heard professionals that call fights and things give criteria of what it is that some judges look for when it comes down to it. Defense, offense, things like that all play a part in the judgment of a fight. And to me, that's what I implied when I looked at this fight. The offense, the defense, who was making who miss. Fury made, I won't say that Fury didn't make Usyk miss. He did make Usyk miss. But the way he made Usyk miss most of the time was just by extending his arm. And Usyk worked off of that. And I believe that also made a telling in the decision that the judges made. For the simple reason, Usyk just didn't accept the fact that Fury pushed his arm out to keep him at bay. He fought through that. And I think that made also a difference for the judges. It did make one for me because he didn't stand at the end of Tyson Fury's arm and let that be it. He didn't let that turn the fight into a boring fight. He figured out a way to nullify that. And when he nullified it and he found a way in, we saw the remnants of it. We saw Fury get hurt. We saw Fury take punches. We saw Fury get ripped to the body. All these things tally points. Unless I'm wrong, somebody please let me know. I got my brother Hyphy that fell into the house, also aka my co-host. What's going on? Hyphy, what's going on? Troll killer. If you ain't trying to fight Shakur next, don't even mention his name, bro. I feel you when you're talking about Tank. But he got Frank on the list right now. So let's see what's going on with that. Socially Scientific said Tank don't even understand his own sport. Hope Martin upset his little arrogant ass. Woo! That's something. I feel you on that too, bro. I do feel you. I don't know what Tank's on right now when it comes to what he sees in the fight or anything like that. But I did feel like, because I think he was riding with Fury himself. Maybe he lost some money on it. I don't know. Maybe he lost some money on it, a little salty, so he came out and said what he said. But in retrospect, I saw Fury lose to Usyk. And partly of his own doing, because round one, instead of going out there and trying to showboat, he should have been fighting. Round two, he showboated some more. He should have been fighting. He stepped his game up a little bit. He got some good licks in between 3 and 8, where he landed some body shots, landed the uppercuts, landed a couple of hooks, where it looked like Usyk might have been in trouble to some people. To some, not me. I feel like, as they love to say, he was collecting data. And once he got everything downloaded, he unleashed the offensive paralysis that he needed to, and it put Fury in a box that Fury couldn't get out of, a box that caused Fury to lose the fight, a box that caused Fury to be drunk from punches and falling all over the ring. That's my argument for how Fury lost. I'm waiting for one that's quite compelling to say how he won. So, Dilo 404 says Usyk was the ring general most of the fight. He pushed the pace. He countered very effectively. He kept Fury on his back foot a bunch. and he earned every round he won. I agree with you 100%. One of the things that I did say was that he kept Fury going backwards. Fury did come out and tried to assert himself and push forward. For whatever reason, he didn't stay. He didn't stay with that. I can't tell you why, but I do know that Usyk's defense, in my opinion, after he took the punches that made him have to step back and reconsider, I think that he tightened himself up and got things together, and he was able to push forward again. And Fury just couldn't contend with it. And by him not being able to contend with it, he ended up taking a loss. Simple as that. Eric Law said, I don't put stock into anything Tank or any other fighter says with the fight date coming. It's all to invoke emotions to translate into to more sales. Well, I don't think he got to really try that hard to sell with Frank Martin. You know, Tank is fighting, people gonna watch. When it comes to him and Frank Martin, Frank is definitely gonna have to step his game up and make it happen and come out. Now, if he come out and surprise Tank and beat Tank, oh my goodness, the boxing world draws gonna fall off. Literally, people gonna be just whoa. That's all I can say. That would be that would reverberate through the boxing world crazy like. Just imagine Frank, a newcomer, Earl's boy, coached by Derrick James, come out there and stop Tank. People gonna lose it. That's all I can say. Big Bro is agreeing with Socially Scientific somewhere. Trey X said, I don't like how when Tank finally fights a brother, he makes it about who's the most hood. Straight ignorance. The man is almost 30. That makes good sense, bro. He is almost 30. You would think that he's grown up from that. At least he would approach it, make a different approach with it. My thing looking at it is, I've heard him say that he's not taking Frank lightly. I've heard him say that because I've seen him with, he looking like a wild man because his hair standing all up on his head. But he said that he's not taking Frank lightly. But at the same breath, he said Frank was weak. And somebody asked the question, if he's so weak, why you pick him to fight? Double conundrum. She's saying some crazy shit. But I don't like the fact that he's being the way he is. I don't know. He's a Fury fan. Shakur, at one point, he was a Fury fan. I can remember. It's just like, they just be saying shit, bro. It's almost borderline. I can't say retarded, huh? It's borderline just, I don't know, whatever it is. D-Lo 4 say, these dudes love that weird MF Fury. Yeah, I guess, I can't, I you know what, I ain't gonna even give no stock at the way they think things are going. D-Lo, this is some news. Y'all listen up close. He said, hey, y'all, my baby boy is graduating Saturday morning. He had to work his tail off the last couple of months, but he got the job done. I'm super proud. Been a tough road. Let me be one of the first to say after reading it, congratulations. To finish school, getting an education is very important, and I salute you to that, my brother. Make sure that you take plenty of pictures and let him know that I'm proud of him too. It might not mean much to him, but I hope it means something to you. Good job, my brother, for helping your son achieve that one step in life that all our children should do. And that's graduating. I hope he graduated with some honors. Trey X bringing it back to boxing said, an argument can definitely be made that Usyk won 116, 111. Usyk 1 through 4. Fury 4 through 8. Usyk 9 through 12 plus the knockdown. Okay. That sounds kind of close to my card. 3 to 8. You gave him 4 to 8. 1 through 4 for Usyk. I could ride with that scorecard all the way to the bank. I could ride with that scorecard all the way to the bank. That's about the best one I've seen. Agreed by D-Lo. Let me see. He say not the draws. Imagine Javante Tank Davis over Javante Tank Davis getting upset. I'm imagining it. And if Frank go out there and end up upsetting the apple cart, all I can say is Tank gonna have a lot of memes. He gonna have to run it back. He should, by all means, by all means, by having the experience, being doing this for so much longer, he should have the upper hand. But at the same time, I believe Frank is going to be a live dog. He's going to be live and he's going to come out and he's going to be punching. Tank cannot let Frank outwork him. Being outworked against Frank could be detrimental. It could spell a loss. Not being able to knock Frank out while you're sitting there looking for that equalizing shot could prove to be fatal. Could prove to be detrimental to your O, to his O. So Abdullah gonna have to come out there and really do what he needs to do and not be bullshit. Could this be the fight? You know, that Calvin Ford and them say this could be the one that Tank actually comes out and show us this virtuoso of boxing. Could this be the time? I don't know. Is Frank gonna really push him far enough, hard enough to do that? If he can pull that off, then we gonna see a great fight. But at the same time, I don't believe Tank is gonna be able to just roll through things easy. I think Tank is going to have to let his hands go. He's gonna have to come out there and fight. Now I could be wrong, and Frank could come out there and the lights be super bright and he kind of melt and it all goes to the wayside. He take a loss, but I'm hoping not. I'm hoping that we get a 100% good look at Abdullah and a good look at Frank. But at the moment right now, I'm thinking in my mind that Tank has a slight edge for the simple reason he's been doing it longer. And I go back again to Anthony Yard, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, overachievers, had a chance to really step up. But when they ran across one of the guys that actually been doing it a long time and got that dog in them, they ended up taking a loss. Fury been boxing longer than Wilder. He ended up losing to Fury. Anthony Yard took a loss to Kovalev, tried to make a good account of himself, was doing quite well, gassed out. Frank, it's his turn to step up and see what he can do. He's stepping up against, right now, a very big name in boxing, somebody who carries weight, whether you like him or not. His name does reverberate through the boxing world, and when he steps out, stars come to see. You know what I'm saying? Ticket sales do sell when Tank fight. I ain't gonna argue about what he make or who or how much he make, but the fact that we do know is when we see those people on TV when he getting ready to fight, there are stars that come out to see him, which means that eyes are up on him. So this fight with him and Frank coming up, eyes will be up on them. Frank is going to have to figure out a way to cut through that and get straight to Tank and go straight to work. If he can come in with a mindset like Usyk and be on point, be tight, and protect himself while he giving it, it could be a hell of a fight. But he cannot fall asleep at the helm. He cannot do that. Because if he falls asleep at the helm, he could end up knocked out. He can end up knocked out. We just have to see where they go. D-Lo 404 says, bam. I wonder if Tank tries to get in MF's heads and need to feel like he has a mental edge going in. That's the possibility. That is a possibility. But don't you think that every fighter probably try to have think they might try to have some kind of edge mentally? I think so. I would think so. If I can just get you off your game a little bit, that plays better for me. You know, I can't say that we've seen all kind of head games played and it's been thrown around a lot. Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney is one of the biggest times that we saw a lot of head games played. Hell, Ryan is still playing games. Craig's talking to D-Lo, but I'm going to jump in the conversation. With his low punch output, he appears to anger his opponents to make them attack him recklessly, exposing them to a potential counter. All he needs is one. This is what Tank is going to bring. Now, will Frank be aware of that? Will Derrick James, because Derrick James has been up under the big bright lights with Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, will he be able to calm Frank down if Frank gets over antsy? Will he be able to keep him in that head space where he can think clearly, take instructions clearly, go out in the ring and apply it? All to me, all that's going to take a part in the fight. All of that is going to take part in the fight. Calvin Ford and Tank's been together a long time. You know, he's been learning from him a long time. I think they got that part already down. Frank Martin, you know, his time with Derrick James has been kind of limited, I think. You know what I'm saying? But he's been there long enough to get the basics and stuff like that. By his own admittance that his IQ has gotten better. And this is going to be the fight to show us if that's true or not. If it's true, like I said, we're going to get us a good ass fight. If it's not true, we'll get a good ass fight to about the 5th round. And then the separation should start taking place. This is my opinion. I could be wrong, but this is what I'm standing by. Why is my account? Okay, let me do that. So with that being said, Abdul and them fight. They fight come up next month too, right? So we'll get some answers to that, just like we got answers to Tyson Fury. That's what it is. Yep, can't disagree. D-Lo 404 said can't disagree with that bit. He makes that pedestrian output work for him each time out. Yeah. But what if you end up meeting somebody that just goes ahead and be smart enough or skilled enough to say, okay, he's not going to punch that much. It's my chance to put this work in. Keep my eyes open for that one shot, that one counter. Don't fall, try to be prepared and thinking, hey, this could be a trap. Always be on your point. Always be ready for what could happen. If he runs against somebody like that's savvy enough, they could end up snatching the victory from him, and he'll be looking, dare I say, shame. He'll be looking sick about it. But I ain't no expert or nothing. I'm just giving my opinion, as humble as it is. That's all I can say about it. I'm just giving a humble opinion on who I think can do what. You say, I think Tank will be able to do what he usually does when they fight. So you think he'll be able to lay back, you know what I'm saying, dodge some punches and then let loose? Well, we do know that they sparred before, and I can say that I think Frank has a little confidence because he feels like that he was able to hold his own. From what he says, he was able to hold his own when they sparred, and Frank really didn't do him no damage. We hear Tank talk, and he rarely gives the other guys any credence to them doing anything major when they meet. He always makes it seem like he just dominated in sparring. But I can't help but remember that he did say that Frank caught him with a brick. He threw a brick and hit him with a brick. And that lets me know that Tank knows that Frank, dare I say, can punch, got some crack. Now, can he put it all together on fight night? That's what's going to be the important part. Let's say, I think Tank will be able to, okay, that's what I'm talking about. My guy threw his Harold Letterman scorecard up. All right, Jim. That's coming from my boy Eric R. Socially Scientific says, I like how Frank ain't no hoe. He's tough, coming out to win and isn't intimidated by a little Tank. Yeah, I give you that. I give you that. But Tank did make mention, and he made mention like he's going to bring this to the forefront. Frank Martin doesn't like body shots, and the way Tank harped on it, that could play a major factor in it. Somebody showed a video of Frank not liking body shots because the guy landed some good body shots on him. But we'll have to see how it goes. I think that that might be something that we should be looking for. Tank might attack Frank's body regularly in the fight. D-Lo 404 says yards fatigue got him versus Kovalev. But aside from that, I was very impressed and became a fan that night. Yeah, like bro said, overachiever. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't get over the hump because he gassed out. Him not gassing out could have got him a win over Kovalev. But I think also part that played in that is the fact that the man stated he don't spar. How do you expect to be anything great by not sparring? That's not a good combination to me. Means that your work ain't really being put out there like it should be. Let me make sure that those words get up there. He says, D-Lo 404 says, I also don't like how Frank seems preoccupied with getting Tank's stamp of approval on shit that he shouldn't give no fucks about what Tank feels. That part could play a role too. Kind of puts me in the mind of Caleb Plant and Canelo. Fuck what Tank think. You don't need his approval. You already approved by being to the point to where you are. You are your approval. Frank, forget what Tank thinking about. Because if you worried about what Tank thinking about, you trying to go out there and prove to him, just go out there and put hands on him if you want his approval. Go out there and beat him up. Even if he don't approve, the judges will. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about what Tank gonna think. All you gotta worry about is what you gonna do and how you gonna make it happen. If you go out there and make it happen, Frank, and not lay down and fold up, then what else can anybody say? They can't say nothing. Go out there, make a good account for yourself, protect yourself, make Tank uncomfortable, put him in a position that he have to make that he could possibly make a mistake. If you can get him like that, then you stand a great chance to win. I'm not saying you don't stand a chance now, but it's gonna be a hard road to go down because the man has skills, he has speed. I haven't really seen Tank hurt. You know what I'm saying? He's able to make people miss and stuff like that. So, Frank, all you got to do, in my opinion, is come out there, stick to the game plan, be aware. Be aware. Yes, Tank has some years on you. He's been doing it a little longer, but that's not the end all be all. You know what I'm saying? You can still overcome that. It can be done. You know what I'm saying? You can do it. It's just don't melt up under the lights. Don't fall victim to all of the circus acts that's going to be going on during fight week and before. Get locked in. Forget about what Tank's saying. Forget about what the outside world is saying. Pull yourself into a mindset that is do or die. Get ready to put that work in. Don't let nothing stand in your way of what you're trying to get. Right now, you're trying to take something from Tank. What is it? An interim belt that Tank is holding? If he's holding one, that's what you want. If it's Tank spot you want, then you're gonna have to go get it. But rest assured, if you take it from him, you better believe that Hell and Fury will be coming back with him if y'all have to do a rematch. Because I don't think he's gonna take losing lightly. Like Trey X say, like Eric R brought to light, this is Frank's first southpaw. This is his first pro southpaw. He only had around 30 amateur fights, so he probably hasn't seriously competed against many, even as an amateur, which is gonna be detrimental. Everything's gonna be coming to you from backwards. You're fighting a lefty. What are you gonna be able to do with it? You ain't seen many lefties. How can your confidence is one thing, but you got to know what's gonna be coming. How you gonna deal with it? You get caught with a straight left, is he gonna turn your lights out? Are you gonna stay composed if it don't turn your lights out? You're gonna be composed enough to start being aware that shit could happen again. How are you gonna defend it? All that stuff is gonna play important into it. But I can't wait to see what's gonna go on. D-Lo said I could be what? I could be as wrong as I could be as wrong as two left shoes, but I'm not giving Frank much of a chance. I wouldn't bet $100 on Frank, even with what's that, 10,000 to 1 odds, not versus this little guy. Like I said, it's not gonna be an easy road for Frank to teal. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be some easy earth for him to turn over. He's gonna have to be locked in. For me, he's gonna have to be locked in. He's gonna have to pull away. He's gonna have to be straight, concentrate, learning. I would have him looking at watching Tank, watching footage, watching if Tank makes mistakes, where he might be vulnerable at, what you might can throw at him to throw him off. But at the same point, Frank got Tank has I think a pretty good ring IQ. You know what I'm saying? He ain't been knocking people out just by coincidence. He's been knocking people out because people say he's setting this up. He's doing this. He's not a dummy out there in the ring. Yeah, when we first met him, he might have talked a little slow in interviews and he didn't sound all that educated. But that does not take away from the fact that a person can't talk good doesn't mean they're not smart. And this is something that it seems like this man likes to do. Fighting is something it seems like Tank likes to do. Seems like he got a game plan lined out for what he wants to accomplish. And Tank is just going to have to make sure that he comes out there. I mean, not Tank. Frank is going to have to make sure he comes out there and just be aware of everything. He's going to have to be totally locked in, focused. He can't let nothing draw his focus off, because drawing his focus off, he could get hit by that viper, and then it could close the doors on him. He could be shut down. Treg say, I think Frank will fight with discipline, unlike Rolly and Ryan. That will give him the best chance. He has to outwork Tank intelligently. Great point of view. Great point brought up. Outworking Tank is not going to be enough. Outworking Tank strategically is the key. He's going to have to be out there playing chess and not checkers. He's going to have to be out there throwing the jab, slipping the jab, throwing punches that need to be thrown at the right time, covering up, defending, not being slow with getting back on the phone, things of that nature. That's what he's going to have to do. That's what he's going to have to do. So, it's going to be an exciting fight. I can't completely sleep on the 3.5. Tank is only a 6-1 favorite. So the odd makers aren't sleeping on Frank either. 3.5 versus 3.5. Yes, I understand that part. I truly do. But just the fact that Tank's been doing it longer and he's been in this discipline longer is kind of what I'm giving why I'm giving him so much of an edge. Yeah, Frank used to be a wrestler, and that's a different discipline. And maybe he'll be able to draw on that experience as far as keeping his mind focused and being able to stay focused while he fights in the ring using his new discipline. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that might be the thing that's in the balance to help tip it, to help him stay upright and be able to outwork and not get himself caught up in the washing machine or get caught by something that Tank is setting up. But on the same point, I think Derrick James, I think Derrick James is going to have to be 100% guru in the corner. He's going to have to make sure that he keeps certain things fresh in Frank's mind while Frank is out there. He's going to have to stay on Frank and let him know, hey, you got to keep your eyes out for this. You got to keep looking for this. Hey, Tank is doing this right here. He might be trying to set you up for this kind of shot. I believe he's going to have to his coaching skills are going to have to all come all the way out. He's going to have to really be a teacher / professor, and Frank is going to have to be able to take that knowledge in on the fly throughout the fight. My 3.5 bona fide. 100 to 1, 100 to win 1 million. I'll kick the door down to the casino for those odds. I feel you. Bro said, you always take my comments like I'm bucking your opinion. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. No, I'm not sorry. I apologize if it seems like I'm coming out like that. I'm really not. I'm really looking at your comments like helping my comment, my opinion have a little more backbone. Cause you got. I feel like your knowledge on boxing a little stronger than mine. So it's always good. You, D-Lo, socially scientific, one of you guys make a comment that comes behind mine. I feel like y'all bagging me up. So I appreciate it. I ain't looking at it like you bucking nothing. I'm looking at it. It's giving me something to build off of to say this is exactly what I mean. Sometimes I'm just not wording it as well as you guys, and I want to make sure that I get the point over so people get a good understanding. With that, you know what I'm saying? That's all. So, but back to Derrick James, I think Derrick James is gonna have to prove this is gonna be that fight. Hey, coach, I need you. I need you in my corner. I don't need you to fade out on me. I need Coach James to be the professor, to be the teacher, the guy that they claim that he is. That night against Frank is his. That night against Tank and Calvin Ford will be his redemption spot because we failed miserably, and I do mean miserably, when we faced the three-headed monster and Terrence Crawford. We were outgunned. We were outmatched. We were the brain power that was over in that corner. It just outmuscled us. We had no answer. I don't want to see a reoccurrence of that. Coach James, I'm looking for you to have that young man ready and set for getting things together. He say, I keep forgetting that this is Tank's longest layoff and first fight since prison. You know what? How long has it been? It almost seems like a natural amount of time that he's been out to me. Really, you know what I'm saying? He just a few months behind Ryan getting ready to fight. Ryan's last fight was against him. Then he fought Devin. Okay, yeah, it's a pretty long enough layoff. Does Tank get drunk and all that kind of stuff? I don't know. I do know who his mentors have been, and I know what they've done. Did it rub off? I don't know. I hope we get a good fight. This is coming from my brother D-Lo 44. I hope we get a good fight. And aside from however I pick on Champ Ross, I am not vested in the outcome. I like both fighters. It would be bittersweet. It would be sweet to see Frank do his thing. It'd be kind of sucky for Tank to lose, and then vice versa. It would be kind of sucky for Frank to go out there and get knocked out or just beat up, because I think he's a decent fighter. I do know the odds are against him. I do know he doesn't have that plethora of experience, but at the same point, I like the guy as a fighter. I kind of like it. Surprised. I am surprised that it's jumping off so soon. That Tank has turned his sights on Frank as quick as he has. But it is what it is. Trey X says, I think Frank is coming off a long layoff too, though. But they both gym rats. So is it like a level 1 layoff? Tank's layoff was forced on him. Did he was he working out while he was locked up? You know what I'm saying? That's a good question. I will let y'all in on some history, but I'll let y'all in on that a little later down the line. I don't want the rest of the world to know what I'm gonna say. I'll tell you guys that in privacy about me and basketball It's the same kind of situation. Ryan has had 2 fights since Tank. Okay. My bad. I forgot about the other fight. My bad. Either way, when it comes down to it, Frank and Tank, Tank and Frank, hopefully it's gonna be all that we hope is cracked up to be. Hopefully we get some high drama, some high energy, some great rounds. I would love to see what it is that Calvin Ford is been constantly telling us that Tank is. I would love to see that. I would love to see Tank just come out and put on a hell of a boxing clinic. But at the same time, I want Frank to be able to give some hell of resistance. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? I want both fighters to come out and do hella good. I really do, because I want to see a great boxing match. I want to keep feeding myself. The Fury and Usyk fight was a hell of a fight to me. It was a good fight. I would like to get more of that. I'm getting re-addicted. Dare I say? The needle is moving in the perfect direction, and I want to see that. I want to see it take place. I really do. You know what I'm saying? Oh, bro, answering my question about Tank working out. Tank said he worked out to get through his time. It's definitely a level 1 layoff for Frank though. Well, if he was working out to get through his time, that's a good thing. And I know people probably gonna say, but sometimes, and Frank having a name, not Frank, Tank having a name, you know, you don't know what goes on behind locked doors. But I do know for some people, when they athletes and they good, and the potentials of you getting to do stuff in jail is a little different. Frank might have, I keep saying Frank, Tank might have been able to get into the gym and work out and work on his craft unimpeded, because, you know, in jail, guards can make things hella bad or fairly decent. Just depends on where you are and how strong Tank's name is. I did hear him say that he had some issues in there, and it was some older cats that had to pull his bail and let him know, forget all that. You know what I'm saying? These dudes is gonna be here for a minute, and you getting ready to go home. Don't let yourself get sucked into that. And listening to him say that, it let me know that he was in there with some guys that older gentlemen that kind of took it to themselves to look out for him. So we just have to see how it works out. But I'm hoping that they both come in fully ready. From what I've been seeing, the videos I've been seeing them working and everything, they looking real good. They both looking good and in shape. But we know Tank has a IQ. Frank's IQ is still kind of in question. And this is, you wanted a test. This is a test right now. 135. This is a good test for you. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, this is the so-called face of boxing. We do know the Tank got drawing power, so I can't say that he don't have drawing power. You know, all I can say is I'm sitting back waiting to see what's gonna happen. Bro, say 14-month layoff for Tank, 10-month layoff for Frank. That favors Frank slightly, especially a level 1 layoff. True that, bro. True that. We just have to see if he'll be able to take advantage of it. And I'm still, you know, I'm gonna harp on the fact that I believe Derrick James can be a big component in this fight for Frank. He just got to have him ready. He's got to have him ready to be able to block out the noise. If he could block out the noise and get himself on the level, like you said, be aggressive intelligently, then we. But I'm going to say that upset ain't going to be easy to come by. D-Lo 404 says, yeah, both are coming off layoffs, but I need to consider that while expecting to see Tank look like he always has. Maybe he has. Maybe he is more focused and looks better. Could be worse or on par. It's an unknown. Yeah, it's an unknown. Let's look at it like when Floyd Mayweather had to go to jail. They went to jail, but they really wasn't gone that long. You know, you say prison, I say jail because, you know, prison, when you hit prison, you're usually there for a little while. To me, they going in, turn, you know, get a couple of nights in to sleep, and then they going back home. That's just my opinion on jail and prison. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might have went to the county or something. I don't know. I just don't, you know. You son of a bitch. I just was freaking fly that got in here. I don't know where it came from, but as soon as I can knock him off, he's out of there. So I don't know how most people look at jail, but that's how I look at it. Prison and jail are not the same. The county and prison ain't the same. Those are two different monsters altogether. We just have to wait and see what's going to go down and how it's going to break. Who's going to break? Will it be Frank or will it be Tank? Can Frank hurt Tank? Let's just take a walk down that road. If Frank hurts Tank, we know Tank likes to try to get his lick back. Could he end up out of character and do something with Tank or where Frank could take advantage? You know what I'm saying? That's a thought. That's a hopeful for some people. I'm just throwing it out there to see how it goes. D-Lo says Tank has some good trainers over there as well. I'm actually looking forward to the matchup of trainers. That's one of the things that I'm harping on right now. Derrick James, this is a chance of redemption. Yeah, you went against the three-head monster. We asked a lot of you that night. We did. We asked a lot of you and we asked a lot of Earl. And in retrospect, both of y'all came up short. You know, people felt like your instructions, Derrick James, were not good. You weren't giving Earl anything to work with. And on the same point, Earl went out there and did not look like the Earl that we used, reaching and being all balanced and all that kind of crap. Just got his ass tore off the bone. And I'm not going to harp on that too long, but you can't help but time together seeing that it is Coach James that's going to be in the other corner. The matchup is a pretty matchup to look at on paper. It makes you hopeful and excited. Got my baby girl excited. She's been bugging me between having the baby and talking about the fight. She's excited. My little girl truly is a boxing fan. How many mothers have a baby and one of the first things they start talking about is boxing? I look at them all as somewhere I prefer to stay away from. Yeah, jail, prison, the county. Everybody prefer, well, not everybody. Some people actually prefer to go to jail. It's an easier life. They get fed. They don't have to do nothing. 3 hots in the cot. As Ice Cube said in Boys in the Hood, those didn't know what that meant. Closest I've been to prison was Saturday detention. It was rough. Eric R. Saturday detention? You mean like at school? Saturday school sucked. Balls. I've been in Saturday. I've had to go to Saturday school before, twice. Not because I was failing, because I just did some dumb shit, being bad. I won't even tell y'all what it was. Just know that I did something that I shouldn't have been doing, and I paid for it. I got caught on top of the roof smoking a blunt. But that's either here or there. I ain't get kicked out of school. I just had to go to Saturday school because I was a basketball player, and they made, some people bent the rules for me a little bit. But don't tell nobody. D.O. laughed. He said, that's what's up. Keep her up on the sweet science. Shoot, I don't think I got to keep her up on it. Once she found out that I was doing the channel and I had ran into a big group of people that love boxing and she started watching, she on her thing now. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? My grandson might decide he want to go ahead and throw those paws. Grandpa will be right there rooting him on if that's what he want to do. But I ain't going to push him into it. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to go see the little dude, man. He said, yep, high school. He said, yep, high school. See, I did a bid, which was 3 hours. That's about how long high school, Saturday school was, 3 hours. And you had to get up and be there at least by 8 o'clock. 8 to 12, 8 to 11. No, ours was 8 to 12, which really sucked because you had to get up early on Saturday. You can't watch the karate movies that come on karate matinee because you got to take your dumb ass to school because you was being bad. You know what I'm saying? D-Lo said, you really wanted that blunt, huh? Well, to be honest with you, D-Lo, that was my spot. I would, at Westbury, you had these stairs that went up to the roof that usually were blocked off. And I found out that one of the stairways to the roof, for some reason, was unlocked. So, I would get my little skip on from time to time and go up there and do something that I shouldn't have did, smoke a blunt. And when I got caught, yeah, it was funny. It was funny because they was like, my sister, the first time my sister was like, the school called and said you wasn't in school. And I was like, I was in school. I can't lie to my big sister. So I told her I was on the roof doing such and so and so. She got on me, true enough. She probably the one that called and told them, if y'all can't find it, go check the roof. I'm going to have to ask her about that. D-Lo said, I spent more than my share of Saturday school as well. What? You was a bad actor, D-Lo? You was in Saturday school? Had to go to Saturday school too? He said, I bet you almost swallowed that blunt. No, sir, I did not. I did not almost swallow the blunt. It just so happened in my luck, when they happened to make it up there and catch me, the blunt was pretty much gone already. And seeing that you outside on the roof, wind blowing, it's not like they could really say you was up here smoking weed, but they could smell the weed on me. So they was like, you was up here smoking weed. So yeah, but like I said, I got lucky. I didn't get suspended. My punishment was Saturday school 2 times. So you go to Saturday school 1 week, then go to school the whole week, then had to go to school the very next week on Saturday. And you'd be surprised at some of the people that you see in Saturday school. I seen some people that I thought never got in trouble in Saturday school. Like, what you in here for? That conversation started to break out. D-Lo say, damn, all 3 of us did semi-hard time, I see. Oh, yeah, you right about that. We all did some semi-hard time. He said they would give us Saturday school for tardiness and stuff. Well, as rules change, things happen. I just figured I'd share the fact. Yeah, I got busted. I had to do the time. So, yeah, I've been locked up in Saturday school, too. But, it is what it is. I pushed through. Big bro probably laughing at me right now, talking about, damn, I ain't no T. And, y'all find something new all the time messing with me. I tell you the truth. But this was a good night. My damn schedule changed because somebody off tomorrow. I gotta be at work early tomorrow, so I can't stay with y'all as long as I would like to. But I do like the fact that we got to chop it up about Usyk and Fury. I like the fact that some people thought it could have been a draw, but were not upset at the fact of the man that won. I'm excited for the fights that are coming down the road. I just have to ask, him on my ass, that shit was rough. I used to have to walk there too sometimes. D-Lo, you ain't the only person that had to walk to school. And school was far. I had to do that walking shit too. And then we got so far away from school, the bus had to come in. But I had this routine when I got off one bus. We was a couple of miles from the school. I would just jog that. I was real high on being in shape and ready to go when I played basketball. It was nothing like being in shape. Nothing like it. I loved it. But once I got out of sports and stuff like that, I still got the sexy slimness going on, but I just don't work that hard at it no more. He said, I finally made it to the end of another live stream. Yes, sir, you did. Ibzu and D-Lo. Were y'all able to get it expunged? I got it off my record. No, wasn't no expunging here, player. All mine, I had to ride with mine all the way through. All the way through. The Saturday Green Mile. That's right. Well, I see we all share something in common. I'm proud of myself. I have to say, I've done a whole live stream and I didn't smoke a blunt. Ain't that some shit? I really did. So before I go, I am about to fire up the one that I had rolled up that I called myself gonna smoke. And I want to bring out Deontay Wilder left a message for everybody. If y'all get a chance to go check it out, go check it out. He is saying that his aggression is back. And we're going to be surprised at what goes down in Saudi Arabia over there at the kingdom. I say if he doesn't let his hands go more than what he did with Joseph Parker, we're going to see the same thing happen again. And with that, you know, it is what it is. Will Deontay Wilder make that great comeback? Who knows? It's a possibility. With that being said, and DeCane showed me, he showed me, he sent me a picture this morning. He was riding behind a car that had MZ Music on the license plate. Sent me the picture, blew my mind. I had to mess with him a little bit and said, "What you doing behind me?" But he was like, "It's freaky, bro. It's freaky." And with that being said, let me see if I can't take us out on a good note. And I would certainly be surprised if his ass comes to win and fights like it. I'll be surprised too. I'll be happy for him too if he can come back and get on his winning ways. That would be awesome. But let's go ahead and be real. This ain't gonna be no easy task for him. He gonna have to come out is a hell of a mover or anything like that. But that motherfucker do got a nice 1-2. And hate to see Wilder end up taking part of that 1-2 too many times and end up on the losing end of a battle. So is he still fighting till this day? Or has the fight been taken out of him? What y'all call that stuff? Not Hiawatha, but Hiawatha or something like that. Let's see what happens. I want him to win too, bro. I really do. And with that, you said Keep Moving? That's the song you want me to bring on? Let me see if I can't find Keep Moving. We're going to end tonight with the song I Keep Moving because that's D-Lo's song. So let me go ahead and pull that up real quick. I don't worry about no problems. Let no problems worry me. No need no tint up on my windows. Let them haters see. I keep moving. I keep moving. I should have had it keyed up already. I'm looking forward for you, D-Lo. Trust me, we're going to go out on that note. As soon as where the hell is it? My projects. Don't worry about no problems. Let no problems worry me. Tend to let them haters see. I keep moving. Your eyes on the prize. Never know who's truly on your side. He got what he say. Part of my concern with Wilder is that he talks retirement often, and that usually settles in the mind. Yeah, at Hiawatha. Ain't that the name of the stuff? The thing that he went and did. He has been talking retirement, like we've touched on that before. It's not like if he stepped away from the game at this point, it could be understandable. Like we said, he's accomplished so much. He's accomplished so much. But EJ, if you ever hear this channel, I hope it's on this point. Man, pay Derrick James to get that shit over with. Don't let yourself be in the bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? Pay that man. He said, don't be like Triple G and Jacob. Oh, man, come on. With that being said, D-Lo 404, this is for you.
I don't worry about no problems, let no problems worry me. I don't need no ticket for my windows, let them way to see. I keep moving, always keep these people.
Let me bag that up. Ayakasa. That's the stuff. Okay. Now, with that being said, I appreciate everybody coming through tonight and kicking it with me. We're going to do it again next week after some good fights come on. I'm super excited about the 5-on-5 Frank Warren against Eddie Hearns. Matchroom against Queensberry. Let's see what's gonna pop off. With that being said, this song's for you, D-Lo. I keep moving.
I don't worry about no problems, there's no problem worrying me. I don't need no ticket from the windows, empty, I'm ready to see it. I keep moving, always keep these people in your sight. I keep moving, you never know who's wrong or who's right. I don't worry about no problems, there's no problem worrying me. I don't need no ticket from the windows, empty, I'm ready to see it. I keep moving, always keep your eye.
Wait a minute. OG butchered it again, laughing out loud. Pronounce I, Uwashka. Okay, now I got it. And D-Lo, this one's for you.
I don't worry about no problems, there's no problem worrying me. I don't need no ticket from the windows, empty, I'm ready to see it. I keep moving, always keep these people in your sight. I keep moving, you never know who's wrong or who's right. I don't worry about no problems, there's no problem worrying me. I don't need no ticket from the windows, empty, I'm ready to see it. I keep moving, always keep your eyes on the prize. I keep moving, you never know who's truly on your side.
I'm a rich old and dead white boys. You know the dead ones get stacked up. When you walk into a strip club, tossing up while hoes act up. Niggas look strange, I know a strange back. You got a problem, you don't really want that. That alcohol got you thinking. You walked in, don't make me disprove that. Now I'm trying to let you make it, my nigga, just let it be. But that devil off up in you, so you gon' come fuck with me. Now I can make it home and you might not let there be new scripture. If you cross the line, I can guarantee that I'll let that be hit you. I don't worry about no problems, there's no problem worrying me. I don't need no attention from the windows, empty, I'm ready to see it. I keep moving, always keep these people in your sight. I keep moving, you never know who's wrong or who's right. I don't worry about no problems, there's no problem worrying me. I don't need no attention from the windows, empty, I'm ready to see it.
Really,
I keep moving, always keep your eyes on the prize. I keep moving, you never know who's truly on your side. I keep on moving like soul to soul. Penetrate your mind, let your conscience flow. Like water from the aquifer. Look you in the ocular and see the infinity. For the Hennessy, take a sip. Those difficult clips with a hollow tip. Got the mic with the front grip when I spit. Got bubbles like a little shit.
Niggas killing me with the smoking shit that you hear. Ability to speak with clarity, it's so unclear.
But I'ma need you to step your game up. Cause if not, you a trunk that's a lame duck. I'ma call you super dead cause your game suck. Pack shit if you can be your name truck. What? Worry about no problems, there's no problem worrying me. I don't need no tears up on the windows, empty, I'm ready to see. I keep moving, always keep the people in your sight. I keep moving, you never know who's wrong or who's right. Worry about no problems, there's no problem worrying me. I don't need no tears up on the windows, empty, I'm ready to see. I keep moving, always keep your eyes on the prize. I keep moving, you never know who's truly on your
I
side.
said,
Niggas killing me with the smoking shit that you hear. Ability to speak with clarity, it's so
I
unclear.
said, niggas be talking crazy, hold up, don't make them wait. I don't chase after hoes, I really maintain. Okay, let's get that straight. Back to the grill when the niggas got beat, yes man, gon' bring your stage. By the time you realize we got a problem, then it's too late.
Hey, I can't go entirely. Hey, socially scientific. Blessed with these lines, man. I need you to go ahead and hit that last part for me. This the one we going out on. Peace, y'all.
Blessed with divine, all of this hate won't stop my shine. I keep on winning, yes, that's by design. I hear the talkie that come from behind. That's why I'm blessed with divine. All of this hate won't stop my shine. I keep on winning, yes, that's by design. I hear the talkie that come from behind. That's why I'm representing LH town from Southwest. Better hats back.
about me, think something to be mine. Have them all screaming, yeah, that's him. They picking up a queer writing in the pad. Oh no, nah, that's not me. I just speak to the track, and she speak back to me. Maestro started making tracks, we tired of hate trying to mess over. I start spitting so sick, everything that they can't hold. Either way, they hard beat, they hate me. Yeah, that's okay. On they stay in their lane, don't try to come and walk this way. Nah, they breathing, getting labor. Their bodies starting to see. Their minds are drawing blanks because they facing DMZ. When I stop and the track's off, there's a different way to talk about me. Homes they keep talking about me, conversation gets sparked about me. Yes, I'm one of the best of. She being the best of. Now I'm back in the game, you tell the mothers that they can go rest of. That's with divine. All of this hate, it won't stop my shine. I keep on winning, yes, that's by design. I hear the talk, here they come from behind. That's why I'm in all black on the Kodak, it's a throwback. Yeah, that's right. Bringing death to these so-called MCs, rappers, man. Call them up and then toss them then. Have them running back to their labels, got them sick. Like the Hulk when he had to be saving Thanos. Said I was ready for any and everything. Yes, I'm ready for jump up when they puff up. Ain't no bitch here, nigga, what's up? They said that I talk funny. Joseph Brown said MZ talk your shit. But John said I was one of the coldest. He heard that was spit. Old school G, no cap. He ain't even like rap until he heard MC get on the track and bang like an angel.